containers of water in the freezer to help keep food frozen should the power go out for a period of time. Remember,
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, 1,265 youth engaged with the GIAP. Between 2014 and 2017, 3,725 youth engaged with the Amani program, with a spend of over $190 million. So let's keep moving. Vote NNP. Vote competence. It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, $70 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Between 2014 and 2017, $185 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
Building a stronger economy means all Grenadian workers benefit, those who work in the public service and those who work elsewhere. Now that the period of shared sacrifices is over, the benefits must be shared among every Grenadian. More money for house repair, more money to improve healthcare, more money for training, more money for education, and yes, more money for public servants. $55 million in various payments. We are the Grenadian family looking out for each other. And even as we fight for ourselves and our families, we always remember our neighbors. We forge ahead together.
Government committed to finding solution to pension issue. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the National Report, I am Leslie Ann Johnson. The Grenada government is continuing to meet with trade unions as it seeks a workable solution on pension reform. A technical working group was established to provide guidance and oversight, and there is also an engagement committee which interfaces with the unions and a cabinet subcommittee which provides policy direction. Mrs. Beryl Isaac, a key figure in the pension reform process, says they're hoping to come up with a solution by the middle of this year.
What has been done thus far, as apart from the proposals that have been exchanged, we would have looked at different scenarios as well as part of the process, and they would have been data collection. Data has been collected. They collected data from NIS, and what we're planning to do now is to intensify the data collection process. So we are looking at having forms. A special form has been designed, and a booklet will be prepared with guidelines to persons how to prepare the forms.
Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell is calling on his regional colleague heads to lead the process in creating a single ICT space in the region. Dr. Mitchell, who delivered the keynote address at the Prime Minister's Summit in Antigua and Barbuda on Tuesday, presented extensively on the roadmap for information communication technology in the region, highlighting areas such as the region's roadmap for a single ICT space. This vision for a single ICT space was approved by the heads of governments in Guyana about a year ago. Dr. Mitchell says the vision is an ICT-enabled borderless space that fosters economic, social and cultural integration for the betterment of Caribbean citizens. The summit is an initiative of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union, the CTU, and the Caribbean Center for Development Administration, CARICAD. Dr. Mitchell, who has lead responsibility for science, technology and innovation in CARICOM, said the leaders of the region must use their collective influence to make the paradigm shift to break from traditional mindsets, practices and methods of engaging citizens. Grenada is gearing up to stage the second edition of the Grenada Invitational Track and Field Meet on April 21st. The inaugural event was held April 8, 2017 and saw the participation of a number of regional and international star athletes at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. This year's event promises to be more exciting and competitive. Chair of the local organizing committee, Dexter Mitchell, says interest from the international athletes is high as they anticipate competing in the first major 2018 outdoor track and field season event.
Lots of interest obviously from athletes wanting to come back to Grenada, and in a few days we will be making some announcements. I know there's a lot of excitement as to who is coming, who will be returning, who is coming for the first time and so on. So some names will be released next week. We are in constant negotiations obviously with sponsors, our sponsors from last year, our partners and new partners coming on board. And just continue to tighten some of the loose ends in terms of the organization, things that people would not have seen behind the scenes that we have to fix to make the Invitational even better than it was in 2017.
The organizer Michael Bascom says Grenadians should be proud of their small island's ability to host yet another international standard event.
As a small country, as a small nation with just about 100,000, we have the ability to organize and to execute international sporting events.
The Grenada Invitational is approved by the Grenada Athletic Association and sanctioned by the North American, Central American and Caribbean Athletic Associations. While some significant strides have been made since the NNP returned to office in 2013, Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell says there is still much that needs to be tackled. Addressing Sunday's endorsement rally for the Honourable Nicholas Steele in Grandance, Dr. Mitchell said youth unemployment remains a troubling issue. He appealed for all to continue to work together to improve the country economically.
Yes, we might have settlement in some areas, but we still have issues to deal with in our country. We still have unemployment among our young people. We still have problems in several areas that we must come to terms with. I could sit here and talk about all of them. But sisters and brothers, when you think of where we were in 2013 and where we are now and where we're going ahead of us, sisters and brothers, the only party and group that can take this country forward is a new national party.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Are you ready? Grenada, the countdown has begun for the staging of Grenada's most talked about sporting event in 2018. The Junior Murray 50 All-Star Cricket Match featuring some of the world's greatest ever cricketers. The Prince of Cricket, Sir Brian Charles Lara.
The world record has fallen once again to Brian Charles Lara.
Thomas Kentish, Darren Sammy.
And he goes big, he goes very big out of the ground.
Sir Curtly Ambrose, the Universe Boss, Chris Gale.
Chris Gale goes into the second deck.
And our first international cricket legend, Junior Murray.
He's gone, one behind.
Junior Murray in full action at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium, Saturday, January 20, 2018. Gates open at 9 a.m. First match features our upcoming cricket stars at 10 a.m. Then at 2 p.m. we get ready for the main event, Junior Murray All-Stars versus the Prime Minister 11. Added attractions include live entertainment from 4-time Soca Monarch Boise, 2-time Groovy Monarch Dash, the veteran himself, Inspector Actor, 7 times Calypso Mona, King Scholar, Letneck Day, and more. Admission $20 adults. Children between 6 and 16 years old. You pay $10 under 5. Absolutely free. Tickets available at all digital outlets. Grenadian Optical, St. George and Grandad, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Excel Plaza, Kittens Pharmacy, St. George and Grenville, Heather at the Boutique, York Sneakerwear, Shice Bar Victoria, Calico Supermarket and Big Land Bar, Satan, Golden Auto Grenville, Toyers Bar, and Guelph Gas Station in St. George, plus Rena Mills in Carriacou. Lock the date, Saturday, January 20 to Junior Murray 50. All-Star March. This one is gonna be epic. Grenada National Stadium. The legends are coming.
35 senior police officers who have been acting in their respective ranks since December 1st, 2016 have now been officially confirmed in their positions. A release from the Office of the Commissioner of Police says they include 1 Deputy Commissioner of Police, 1 Assistant Commissioner of Police, 6 Superintendents, 11 Assistant Superintendents, and 16 Inspectors of Police. Acting Commissioner Winston James congratulated the officers and says he expects their continued support to the administration of the Royal Grenada Police Force. A number of persons will be recognized during a special Independence Awards ceremony in Carriacou this year. The local celebrations committee will recognize those who have contributed significantly to the areas of culture, health, sports, agriculture, business, youth entrepreneurship, fishing, and community involvement. Chairperson of the National Celebrations Committee, Ms. Anne-Marie Marichaud, outlines what is happening on the Sister Isles as part of the 41st Independence Anniversary celebrations.
Carriacou and Petit Martinique, they have already started their competition. They have started with the sporting competition, cricket and so, throughout Carriacou and Petit Martinique, which had started the under-15 cricket tournament. So, they also have the Carriacou Petit Martinique rally on the 31st of January, and on the 28th of January, they have an ecumenical service at the St. Patrick's IRC Church in Hillsborough. The rally on the 31st in Petit Martinique starts at 10 a.m. And on Thursday, February 1st, we also have a Carriacou Parish Rally in Hillsborough. And I can tell you, Carriacou is different to Grenada. So if you have the money, you can take a boat, go up to Carriacou and join in this rally, because you know that rally does be a fete. It's going to be enjoyable. And they have the big drum dancing. All of the Carriacou cultural and heritage activities will be included in that event.
And that's the National Report. I am Leslie Ann Johnson.
Building a stronger economy means all Grenadian workers benefit, those who work in the public service and those who work elsewhere. Now that the period of shared sacrifices is over, the benefits must be shared among every Grenadian. More money for house repair, more money to improve healthcare, more money for training, more money for education, and yes, more money for public servants. $55 million in various payments. We are the Grenadian family looking out for each other. And even as we fight for ourselves and our families, we always remember our neighbors. We forge ahead together.
You know what you want, and our team of the new National Party has what it takes to make your dreams into reality. And so, for 2018 and beyond, we are moving together. One of the most satisfying accomplishments of the last 5 years is how we in St. Patrick West have been able to bring people from different political parties in the interest of national development.
South St. George is fast becoming the economic heartbeat of this nation. It is at the center of the housing and construction boom and unprecedented growth in education and tourism sectors. As our area rises, so does the nation. In the coming period, our challenge is to give character to this growth and to bring along the surrounding areas. So we shall improve the skill sets of people to take advantage of the coming jobs with my plan to cut unemployment in the South by 2/3. And we will extend housing assistance and give the many people who need it land tenure. More money will be made available for small business loans for people in such areas as Montoute, Grand Anse Valley, Woodlands, Woburn, Calais and Belmont. The people who are yet to be touched will get their chance. We are excited about tomorrow, and so today we shall keep moving.
My involvement in politics was always motivated by a desire to see significant change. I am here to serve, and it does not matter in what capacity. And as I move through the constituency, I feel a sense of pride and satisfaction when people tell me, yes, I like what you are doing, I like the services you are providing for us, I like the fact that you are with us and you continue to support us. Therefore, being able to serve, being at the service of our people, I think is my greatest satisfaction. Because if I cannot serve the people, I have no place in politics. When I look at some of the conditions under which some people have to live, I feel a sense of compulsion to do more. That gives me the urge, hey, you have to do more. You know what you want, and our team of the new National Party has what it takes to make your dreams into reality. And so, for 2018 and beyond, we are moving together. One of the most satisfying accomplishments of the last 5 years is how we in St. Patrick West have been able to bring people from different political parties in the interest of national development. This new National Party government has delivered and is continuing to deliver to our community. There's evidence of this everywhere, from the Breakwater project right here in Sates to the new technical wing at McDonald College and the soon-to-be-established Skills Training Center at Mount Ridge. But most importantly, many people, especially our young people, have benefited from increased scholarships and training opportunities to improve on the human resource potential. This does not mean that we have achieved all that we have set out to achieve. Far from it. There is much more to be done. What our successes have done is whet our appetite to dream bigger and to aspire to achieve even more. You know what you want, and our team of the new National Party has what it takes to make your dreams into reality. And so, for 2018 and beyond, we are moving together.
Let's go!
Patriots, all!
Call them!
Presenting Dr. Clarice Modeste, the champion of St. Mark, returns for your endorsement to continue the work she has started on your behalf. The next chapter for St. Mark begins Thursday when the new National Party team goes to Hero Square in Victoria for her grand endorsement.
Go there and call some
The special endorsement constituency meeting starts at 6 p.m. Also presenting all the NNP heavy hitters and more election insights from Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell. And Dr. Clarice Modeste will outline her vision for the parish for the next term. See you all on Thursday night at Hero Square in Victoria. The people say NNP, better for St. Mark, better for Grenada.
Move it. Yes, we move it. Move it. NNP, we move it. Move it.
I know who I voted for. NNP I voted for. Tell me who you voted for. NNP we voted for. So let's keep moving. The economy growing. Let's keep moving. Construction booming. Let's keep moving. Debbie man is smiling. Let's keep moving. Salary receiving. Healthcare improving. Keep moving. Pension coming. Keep moving. Better condition. Keep moving. NNP the party for the land. Let's keep moving. Show me your callers.
Yes, good morning to you, Grenada, Carrick, Pity Martinique. Once again, it is time for Hard Talk. My name is Sheldon Scott.
I'm Devon Romain.
And yes, you're listening to 2 hours of controversial radio right here on 97.5 City Sound FM.
Yes, and oh my God,
89.5
CRF
every morning again. Hold on. You still have it.
92.9.
Sister Isle FM in Carrick.
Oh my God.
Morning to you, Carrick family. Hey, Uncle Ba. Morning. Yeah. Morning, Uncle Ba. Morning, Auntie Sylvie. Morning to all my family up there in Carrick. All my relatives, all my friends. My cousin with the Roslambi and think that Devon fall in love with the Roslambi. Nice.
I go eating that soon.
Morning to all of you on the Sister Isles of Carrick and Petit Martinique, my cousins and so out in Petit Martinique.
The Windward Foe.
Yeah. Hey, PD Moran Father.
Yeah.
Peron Moran Father. Nice, yes. Yeah, Peron and Max and Moran Father, good morning, eh?
Hey, nice. Good morning, Karakou. Carol Di Koto. Good morning to you, my dear.
A fella does describe himself as Michel Man. So,
Michel Man.
Maxan and Peron Moran Father, good morning. Nice. And what's your name? Mama Jane.
Mama Jane.
Good morning, Mama Jane. Yeah, Mama Jane does set me up with some nice fish and thing when you see her go up there. Getting fixed. Yeah, she and Shuma and them.
Mama Jane.
Mama Jane put me sit down on the beach up in Petit Martinique, boy, and all I know is food just passing. I can't move. I just sit down there and eat. Hey, blame her. I mean, everybody asks me about the belly. Blame her. All right, blame. It started there. All right, folks. So a special good morning to all of you, all of the bus drivers, wherever you are. We're saying a very special, glorious Grenadian good morning to each and every one of you. Matthew and Patricia, good morning to both of you. Know that you're listening. And yes, Matthew, we get. Nice? Yeah, we get.
Morning, Matthew. Hey, Sheshe, good morning. Special senior citizen of Bush Grove, Sheshe. It's a wonderful lady. And to all those.
Auntie Muna.
Yeah.
Auntie Muna, good morning. Morning, Auntie Muna.
Sklyti.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good morning to each and every one of you. We hope that you're having a fabulous day. Once again, as we said, it is time for Hard Talk. And we are also live online at hardtalkgrenada.com and on the Hard Talk Facebook page, Hard Talk Grenada. You can go there. You will see the two fellas inside the studio here and ding. Remember,
good looking fella. Find anything them fellas. It's kind of how you so raw.
You'll see them fellas on them.
Put some spice in the thing, man.
You go see them fellas on them there. And remember to like and share the video.
Yes,
like and share the video. Just making sure, just getting everything in order there to get on bad. Nice. And and share the video. Good morning to you, Junior, Teresa, Debbie, Carol, Chad, Vaughn. Let me see who else is there. Desiree, Joseph, hey, Kaya, morning, Errol, Vilma, Norma, Philip, Avian, Karen, the other Vaughn, Imad, Augustine, Renwick. Good morning to all of you, seeing all of you on the live this morning. Hope that you all are having a fabulous morning this morning. Cindy, thanks for joining us. Hope that you're having a wonderful morning. Rihanna, I know you're there. Hannah, I know that you're listening. You may not be on the live, but I know that you're listening this morning. So hope all of you are having a fabulous morning this morning. Let me see if I find my bench now. Devon, you could go ahead still. Let me see if I find my bench.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that bench.
Hey, this morning, just an everyday reminder, as we are accustomed doing, it is so important for every single Grenadian who is eligible, right, to take part in the electoral process, be registered. Now, this is one of our appeals on a daily basis to encourage all to get there and register and be part of the process. There should be no excuse for the grown and mature folks who have turned 18 and are over not to register and take part, right, in this electoral process. It is part of what we are accustomed to, right, to be part of what is going on in our country. Not just the politicians, you elect them, right, and they do work, and so they are our servants. We are the ones to ensure that we put the right team there. So there must be no excuse by nobody, right, not to get registered and to be part of this electoral process. It has been painstaking, as I should put, by our ancestors who went through so much to ensure that we reach to this day. And this day, we are here. We have a good team, a team led by Dr. Mitchell, right, who has been gauging and guiding Grenada, right, towards, a real good path. We have to continue that. We have to keep moving. There must be no turning back. Let us forget the errors and the mistakes we all have made in the past and not just look back at them, but continue on doing the good things that we are doing. So please, my clarion call this morning, first of all, is for everyone who's eligible. Please get vote and get registered and be a part of this electoral process. I beg of you.
All right. And folks, just to remind you as well, there will be that program on tonight, from 8 p.m. It is going to be, it's going to be broadcast. Where's the ad? It's where? It's on in my email. Okay.
Yes.
It's an MP3, right? Okay, nice. Because the other one wasn't playing. I was just trying to play it. Yeah. So it's going to be on tonight from 8 p.m. And as the technical man, you hear him whispering in the back, I'll send you the ad, right? Yeah. So you mean I don't have to say it, I could play it. All right. So instead of saying it, let me go and play it. You understand? Nice. Yeah.
Nasha, good morning. Nasha Belfont.
National Party invites all of Grenada to be part of the social media interaction with Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell on Wednesday, January 17, 2018. This program offers an opportunity for young people to ask Doc questions about Grenada, where we were and where we are moving to. Simply #AskDoc with your question on Facebook or send your question to nnpyouth@gmail.com. The program will be aired live on NNP National Youth Facebook page from 8 to 10 p.m. Log on early and ask Doc your questions. Don't you miss it.
Yeah, so you see, instead of saying it, play it, right?
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, so that program will be taking place tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
You will get it via the Hard Talk Network, www.hardtalkgrenada.com or YouTube page, the Hard Talk and the NNP YouTube pages. It'll be on both of them tonight. And also you will be able to, is it going to be on channel 1000? It's going to be on channel 1000 as well. Yeah, so it's going to be, why is Hard Talk not on channel 1000? What's the problem? Where's the issue? Where's the issue? You have a technical issue? All right, we had to sort out that technical issue, right? Nice, good.
Very quick too.
We want that sorted out. People say they want to know how to talk on 1000. Nice. Yes, they want to see us and talk to us on that too. All right, from Monday. Don't make promises you can't keep it. If you know anything going on Monday, don't come and tell us Monday. Hard Talk people don't play that. All right.
And you're getting up the people and everything, all right.
You see where your first name is done, Nazim there already.
Yeah.
You ain't taking nothing you say, just so in.
Just so in. The people watching you that cross eye, you know.
Your first name is Nazim and his second name starts with a B2.
With a B2?
All right.
What's
your middle name?
The middle name, not...
Huh? Oh, you're lucky. You get away.
You get away. I thought it was some V something.
If it started with a V,
you're in trouble.
And you're done in the northeast as well too, so more problem. You're doom with it. Morning, friends. Morning to you, dear Kathy. Good morning,
yes.
Mr. Watts, brother Watts. Morning,
yeah, I've heard of
Nasha.
Mr. Watts in a while.
Yeah,
morning,
Ansha. Good morning to each and every one of you. Yeah, yesterday was listening to radio yesterday morning. As usual, I love listening to Miss Brenda Batiste.
Wonderful.
And so with the To The Point program in the morning, one of the most lovely voices you can hear on radio
gal.
anywhere in the Caribbean, not just in Grenada.
Good morning, Brenda.
Brenda, wherever you are, good morning to you. Yeah, one of the most lovely voices you can hear on radio, not just in Grenada, but in the Caribbean. Yeah?
Sweet
And
voice.
you laugh too, eh?
Yes.
You laugh, boy.
Captivating.
You kind of laugh too.
Yes, captivating.
Yeah, but yesterday, you know, that
all
kinda,
Brendas, you know.
yeah, them Brendas and them have it. Them Brendas have it going on.
Yeah, they have it
right.
going on.
So, yesterday, though, the National Democratic Congress, they would have had their constituency caretaker on behalf of the town of St. George, the person who Peter went and beat. They sent that individual onto the program yesterday. Now, we have told you before of a statement that was made by that individual. And in fact, we haven't only told you, we've played it for you. And the statement dates back to the 22nd of October last year. And it was a town hall meeting up in New York City. And you realize something here. Because certain individuals do not believe you have the same intellectual capability or capacity as them, sometimes when they believe they're bright or they believe they're smarter than you, the message that they deliver to you is a different message than they deliver to others. So when they go in New York, they use a particular type of language and they speak in a particular way. And when they come to Grenada and they go to different locations, they change the message, they change how they speak to people, and so because they find, well, I'm speaking to a bunch of chupidi here, so I could say so. Yep. I ain't going to go into detail on this and that because they may go understand that this is a waste of time. They don't. You understand? So they went to New York and they made the following statement that we're going to play for you now. They made the following statement to the audience up there in New York. The person speaking is Claudette Joseph, and she's making reference to what she sees members of the New National Party as. And that was a town hall meeting that was staged by the National Democratic Congress in New York. So the audio you're going to hear is from the 22nd of October last year. Let's hear what she had to say.
And handouts not only relate to the poor and vulnerable, but people of all walks of life. A friend of mine likes to say we have two kinds of people who tend to follow the other side, the needy and the greedy. So, and to some extent, that is correct.
So you've heard it there yourself,
yes.
Eh?
Wow. And yeah, she qualified it, to some extent, and that is correct. You know, so,
well, that's what she said then, that to some extent that's correct. So you're classifying people that support a political party because they do not have the same political belief as you. You're classifying them as in a derogatory sense, and this is a derogatory term she's trying to label against all people who are supporting the New National Party or vote for the New National Party. Because the thing is, you don't necessarily have to support the New National Party to vote for the New National Party. You could be supporting Grenada and who you see as the better engine to move Grenada forward, and which organization has the better track record of moving your country forward and being able to handle things like the economy or the different issues that are affecting or will affect Grenadians in the future. And she, because you're not holding the same political belief as you, she's calling persons needy and greedy. So all of the persons in the town of St. George who would have supported the New National Party before or intend to support the New National Party now, that is what the NDC constituency caretaker thinks of you. That is how she perceives you. That is what she sees you as. And the statement has never been refuted by the NDC as a political organization. They have never come out and said that this is not a party perspective, this is an individual perspective, and we separate ourselves from that perspective. No. Because they have been repeating that statement on other platforms. Other persons have been repeating that statement. Activists and members of the NDC have been repeating that statement. You often hear the statements, even as listening to Shaggy this morning and yesterday morning, and you realize that it seems as though people should not have a right, according to members of the NDC, you ought not to have a right to support which political party you want to support. That if you, listen, if you want to support the New National Party, I'm glad. That's my political organization that I know is the better political organization to move Grenada forward. If you want to support the National Democratic Congress, that's none of my business. Yeah? I will not be upset or label a person as idiotic. What I would say is I can't understand how anyone could support xenophobia in the way that the National Democratic Congress puts it forward. Any right-thinking person could do that. But at the same token, I can have no problem with a person supporting a political party of their choice. Today, it might be one political party. Tomorrow, it might be mine. Because there are many of you out there who are members of the National Democratic Congress. And you know what? You want to come over. You want to join the new National Party. You want to be part of the progress moving Grenada forward. You don't want to be in that regressive political organization whose entire campaign is based on fantasy and fiction, whose entire campaign is based on slander, lies, and mudslinging. You don't want to be part of that. You do not want to be part of that. You don't want to be part of maintaining that view of politics. You know what turns a lot of young people away from that word politics? Politics is not a bad word, and politics is not a bad thing. Politicians ought not to be bad people, because politics is about how you bring people together, not how you separate people, not how you destroy people, not how you destroy a person's family life, not how you destroy a person's business life. That's not politics, that's nastiness. And we have to make that separation between what is politics. There's somebody come up with some stupid thing about poly meaning people and ticks meaning bloodsuck. That's nonsense and stupidness. Not because somebody says that means it's true. That is no way, anywhere close to how politics evolved.
Yeah, some people just like to fantasize and
it's fantasy and fiction. It's total fiction. That is not how the word politics was put together. Politics, the entire concept of what politics is, comes through us coming together with strong leaders to be able to move forward.
Yes.
That is what politics is about. Politics is not about division. Again, this thing about breaking up people, family life and all that is nastiness, not politics.
Worthlessness.
And we need to make that distinction between what is what. Yeah? We need to ensure that people understand the difference.
Because you see, the other side, their whole aim and objective is to destroy persons to get to power. You see, they don't care about who and what, how they leave you. But once you're in their way, they will destroy you. They will say all sorts of dirty things about you. They will do all sorts of things to discredit you just because they want to get in power. And it has been done, especially during the 2008, 2013 reign of NDC.
And
destruction of families.
And that's the thing. It's a process where individuals using the cover of politics, saying that's not politics. And you see, within the Caribbean especially and worldwide, we've come to misunderstand what politics ought to be and what politics is about. Politics is not something that people should be running from. It's something that people should be running to.
Exactly, gravitating to it.
And we have to stop calling what is being done by certain political organization politics.
Yes.
Somebody must be able to just meet you on the street and say whatever to you and say the worst things about yourself and your family and all sorts of things, and you must just sweep it aside and say that's politics. No, that's nastiness. Let's call it out for what it is. Yeah? Because some people just feel they could say anything about anybody, and at the end of the day, you just call it politics. Or if you're involved in politics, then you ought to have no rights. That people should just say and do to you as they want to do and say to you. That can't be right, and it will never be right. Yeah?
And it would never sit well with us.
When you have a candidate of the NDC calling their fellow Grenadians needy and greedy, how are we supposed to take that person seriously when instead of trying to unify, instead of trying to bring together, look, the NDC lost the town of St. George by quite a significant margin the last time. I think was what? a couple hundred votes. Well,
yeah.
They lost, I'll check it in a while. They lost the town of St. George by a significant margin. And in fact, that's free political advice, and Camille call me and tell me, don't get him no advice. But the thing is, I'm trying to understand that how would any sensible person who would have lost the last time around in the way that you lost, there is no indication that you're growing, your base has scattered. After the election, your base scattered. A good portion of your base gone. And you, instead of trying to bring people in, are cussing people and throw them out. And cussing people and run them away. So you all thought, back in 2012, when you got rid of Peter David, that you was just getting rid of Peter David? No. When you got rid of Peter David, back in 2012, you got rid of thousands of votes along with Peter David. You didn't just get rid of Peter David.
Definitely.
You got rid of thousands of votes. When you got rid of Joe Gilbert, you thought you just get rid of Joe Gilbert? Is Joe and the vote alone that go? No. It's Joe Gilbert, his family, his friends, and the people that love him. And not just in St. Patrick, but all throughout Grenada who've interacted with Joe Gilbert and know the wonderful person that he is. Yeah, you thought when you get rid of Glennis, you just get rid of Glennis?
No.
No. You got rid of Glennis and all the people that supported her. Yeah. And the same goes down the road.
Ali Gill.
Ali, Salambi.
Yeah.
You get rid of Salambi. You think it's just Salambi you get rid of?
Salambi is all over.
And now, after you've treated these people in that undignified way, from Pastor Stanford on the day of the convention right down, after you've treated these people in this undignified way, this nasty way, you are now turning around and calling people what? Dogs? Yeah. Saying they're dogs and all sorts of things. That's the reference they're making.
And traitors.
Traitors and brats. Calling people brats and all sorts of things.
Grown people who want to make a decision independently. You know, you want to destroy them and so.
So in other words, Peter David shouldn't have any rights, according to you.
No, at all.
He should not be able to choose which political organization he wants to be a part of.
After you threw him out.
You threw him out.
Yeah.
So don't vex with him where he go.
Yeah, he didn't leave.
Don't vex with him where he go. When you put your child out of your home and you turn your back on your child, you can't tell that child which house to go in or where to go. You threw them out.
Yeah, you have no authority, not even to tell them.
I know you want to vex.
And you're vexing because they find a comfortable home.
You put them out of your jupa and they end up in a mansion.
With swimming
and you
pool.
want to vex with them because they're living in a mansion.
I mean, how stupid is that?
They kick them out of Jupa, you know. Some people, you know, is a Jupa. Tell them it's a Jupa.
It's a Jupa. I see a Jupa. Yeah, real leaks. But you know,
a Jupa is a local shack that you just have like farmers when you're doing your local farming.
Yes.
And you want a local place to rest and so during the day, right?
Thing, you know,
you build a little bamboo shack or a little kind of shack in the middle of the garden and that kind of thing in the bush. Yeah. Right, a Jupa. Right? So you have your local Jupa. You kick them out your Jupa. And when you kick them out your Jupa, they end up in a mansion and you want to vex with them because they end up in a mansion. But who is you?
You understand? I mean, other Grenadians, son of the soils, who saw him homeless, decided, look, you know what, boss? You and those who were thrown out of your house and so, of your Jupa and that kind of thing, you welcome. You very much welcome.
And they're comfortable.
Comfortable.
Right now, they're lying in jacuzzi and swimming pool. They're relaxing on beach chair, watching over the Grand Anse Beach.
The majority of our Grenadian people are comfortable.
Yeah.
In the house.
Imagine, listen to a statement that was made by the constituency caretaker of the NDC for the town of St. George. Again, another statement that was made by that individual. This is what they're calling people like Devon. This is what they're calling people like Joe Gilbert and Peter David and Chester Humphrey and Ali Gill and Colin Labari and these sort of individuals. Imagine this is what somebody calling a man like Colin Labari. This is what that individual is calling these people.
I must confess that some of it was partly their doing because there were some very naughty brats inside the NDC who could not wait their turn for power.
I mean, come on. Is that a statement? Is that a way that you refer to people on a political platform that you go and you're referring to members of an organization they were part of the organization that you're in. They're part of another organization now. And because you kick them out and they ain't come and beg you back, and because they ain't come and just stay out of politics totally, which is what you thought they would have done, instead of that, they have found a new home and you want to upset with them, calling them. I wouldn't even repeat some of the names that I've heard them call Peter David. I would not repeat it. Some of the names that I've heard these individuals call Peter David. And why? Simply because they know his ability on a political level and they vex.
They mad.
They vex. Yeah? They upset.
They mad. But you see...
Look. People like Scott Bartholomew. Yeah. People like Messi.
Yeah, Scott Baptiste.
Yeah? People like Dixie.
Yeah,
my good friend Dixie up in Southeast, they Dixie Ann. Huh?
Who sacrifice.
We could come with Pauline and Tong.
Yep.
And so on. All these people like Kami that used to leave their nice cooked food on a Sunday and go behind the same NDC, that is now calling these people brats.
Brats and
that sort of thing. And we know that there are many of you who are in the NDC now that are hearing these things and don't like it. Because you used to sit down next to Kami and all you used to talk and all you used to eat from the same container, all you sharing food. And you know that they ain't no brat. You know they ain't no greedy and needy. You know that these are good people. Anytime you see school children start to flock around people, tell yourself it's good people. And you'll see the school children down in the terminal going by Kami. Up to yesterday, I passed the school children was there.
Yeah,
every single day.
They must pass.
Yeah?
Miss
So
Kami,
you know that it's good people, but yet still, you have people like Claudette making statements. We play the statement again. This is what she has been saying.
Let's go! Patriots,
Not there. Let's go down here.
Presenting Dr. Clarence Medett.
Some of it was partly their doing, because there were some very naughty brats inside the NDC who could not wait their turn for power.
But you know, even worse, even after making statements like that, and the needy and greedy statements, on the To The Point program yesterday, instead of using the opportunity to apologize, and if it's one thing, big men, decent men, big women, decent women, big hardback people, the worst it could be, a vagrant will apologize when they do something wrong. Sorry boss, sorry boss, sorry boss. But the NDC do apologizing for nothing because they feel they're better than everybody.
Exactly.
They're too hoity-toity, they're too highly educated and intellectual to have to answer to you and apologize to you for anything they say or they do. Nothing is wrong with making a statement and going back and say, listen, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or my statement was taken out of context. This is what I really mean. But instead of doing that,
she ram it in more.
Let's hear what she had to say. It's a bit long, but you want to play it?
Man, let's play it, man. Let people get to understand the person.
It's a bit long. And
the type of person she
just
is.
to safeguard ourselves in relation to copyright, this is from the To The Point program, a GBN program, yesterday. And the interviewer is Miss Brenda Batiste. The interviewee.
The wonderful Brenda Batiste.
Yeah, the interviewee is Claudette Joseph. Let's hear what she had to say when questioned about calling people, fellow Grenadians, needy and greedy. Next thing they'll call us barefoot and say we drinking Milo. Anyway, let me go down here.
Who is alright?
I think they might be in the same bracket as people who just call us barefoot and say we drinking Milo. Anyway,
you got to know your audience. You know, if you're speaking, even you do the pocket meetings. I say something different in River Road and I will say on the Carolina.
But people, that's true, and that's smart and that's strategic. But as politicians, though, we have to be careful as well. Because there have been some statements ascribed to you, Claudette, that you said somewhere that the NNP people are needy and greedy. Help us out.
I said that in a town hall meeting in New York. I'll tell you why I said that. Because I have assessed what happened now. You would know some people, as I do, who support the New National Party. And they will go to the hilt to defend what is, in fact, indefensible. Things that are just indefensible. They would defend, they would attempt to defend, right? And when you assess, by and large, these people are either affiliated with the New National Party because of what they get. They benefit. Right? And that's a fact. I would not retract from what I said because that's true. Right? They benefit. They eat their food. Right? And because they benefit personally, they forget whether what is happening benefits the nation, benefits the rest of the people. A lot of people who support the New National Party are like that. And some of them, when you engage them privately, right, will as much as say to you, well, I am benefited. And among those are people who do not need to do that. They don't have to do that because even if they don't do that, them and their families will be okay. Right? Okay. These people, to my mind, are people who betray the country. These people, to my mind, are the greedy ones. Right? Then you have those who want money, but they don't want work.
So, all right.
Right? Let me tell you something. As you know, I've said it openly many places. I come from a poor family, right? I come from a poor family. I know what it's like to earn and to work for everything you have. No special privileges, no special treatment, no opportunities. You make do with what you have. Whatever you are given, whatever opportunities you get, you make the best of it, right? You don't buy friends, you don't buy loyalty, you don't, and well, thank God that I was raised like that because in this election I won't be buying votes either, right? And that is what I mean when I say by and large, right? The people who support the New National Party, they know that Dr. Mitchell, the Dr. Mitchell and the New National Party are not good for Grenada. But they insist on supporting because of what they personally get out of it. And that's what I meant.
So let's take it this way. So I am sitting on, Lucas Street. I'm sitting on Lucas Street this morning. And
so, by the way, let me cut you. Where I come from now, I said that since what, October, September?
I heard it on one of the platforms last week, I think. Somebody repeated that. You said that.
Yeah, Peter David.
So, no, it wasn't Peter.
I saw him myself.
It wasn't
Peter. But he said it. He said it.
Okay, it wasn't Peter.
So I'm like, where you going with that? Let's talk about what we're going to do in town.
But you said it, Claudia, because you
in October. So why is it an issue now?
You mentioned things happening in 2003 that's an issue. So
which is relevant. Things that are relevant. I mentioned it because they're happening again. Okay, Brenda, yes.
We're talking about statements. But even if you said it a while, needy and greedy is probably something that they want to.
Yeah, okay, let's deal with it. Yeah, so, it's politics, right?
You in it, right?
Yeah, all right, it's politics. Yeah.
So I'm sitting on Lucas Street this morning, and I am kind of like, let's say I voted NNP last election, and I'm kind of like sitting on the fence, and I'm thinking, I'm not too sure. Maybe I didn't like the representation. I'm kind of leaning. I'm not too sure. But then I hear that, the other person who I have a choice in voting for saying that I am needy and greedy. Should I feel in any way discriminated?
No, you should not if you are neither needy or greedy. Because what I said, right? I said by and large, I'm not speaking of every person who has voted for the New National Party or every person who supports the New National Party. Because let's face it, there will be those people who for one reason or another, whether we agree with them or disagree with them, genuinely believe that the New National Party is a better organization for the country. There will be those. But I think these people are in the minority. So that person sitting on Lucas Street may well be one of those persons. And if that person sitting on Lucas Street knows that he or she is neither needy nor greedy in the way that I've explained myself, they should have no difficulty whatsoever voting for me. Because they know, well, she called people needy and greedy, but she certainly ain't talking about me. Because so it shouldn't bother you if you're not.
So, oh boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it for yourself. That was yesterday. That was Claudette Joseph, and this is what she was saying about people who support the new National Party, that they're needy and greedy. And I'm asking myself here, if a person does make themselves needy, if it is when you're about to be born, if somebody does come to you and say, okay, I'm going to send you to a rich family, a middle class family, or a poor family, which one do you want to go in? Do you want to come out with a lot of melanin in your skin? You want to come out dark? Or you want to come out red? Or you want to come out whatever other complexion? What texture of hair do you want? You pass through a particular room before you're born, and they just give you the option which family to be born into and how to come out? Do people make themselves needy? Or is it sometimes that situation? Sometimes you have a financial crisis as a family, as an individual. Yeah? There are people that up to this point in time are still reeling from the effects of the hurricanes and all these different things that have happened. They're needy. Did they make themselves needy, or did circumstances make them needy? So when you start to speak about the needy, as in all the supporters of the NNP, if they're needy, they're greedy. I mean, so you're not supposed to assist people that need help? When a person is suffering, do you do like the person who say they're hearing about people eating thick skin? And when we ask them, well, where are these people so we could help them? They say, if you want, you go find out. Or the people who just talk and say, oh, I see this one eating out a garbage can. Yeah, years before they put out the ad about with a man eating out a garbage can, years before the National Democratic Congress of Grenada put out the video with Itrod out from St. John eating out a garbage can and trying to say that's the situation in Grenada and put that to all ends of the earth, from Africa to Asia to the Atlantic to the Antarctic.
That's how destructive they are.
They put out an ad trying to give the impression that Grenadians, you and me, eating out our garbage cans because things so bad in our country. And then this is the same people. After they go and give that impression, want to know why people like Trump does say the things he does say about places, when that is the impression that you give, that your Grenadians, the National Democratic Congress, the same Claudette Joseph and others are giving of your country. That is the impression they give of your country, you know. We eating out a garbage can. We needy and we greedy. You know, don't help them, they're needy.
But how come?
They're greedy, don't help them.
How can
Do you make yourself needy? Do you make yourself needy? And who are you to determine if a person is greedy? Because you might see some people that living in a nice wall house, well painted and all kind of thing. And you find like they go into bed early every night. But it's because they have to use lamp, the current cut off, because they don't have money. You see the nice house, you don't know it's bread that they're eating every day because their situation is not what you think it is. So when they ask for something, you say, oh, they have a big house. And they're asking for things, they're greedy. Who are you, Claudette Joseph? Who are you, NDC, to determine who is needy and who is greedy? The bottom line is, you all don't care about people. The main thing you have to do is help people.
Exactly.
And that's what politics is about, helping people. But you all don't care. You all don't like people. And that's a fact. Could walk around now and smile, but everybody want to smile. Just hope dog don't bite you. Walk around. We'll talk about dog bite and thing in a time to come, don't worry.
But you see,
but you could walk around and smile. But at the end of the day, see Peter David, he does help people. I never hear about Claudette Joseph going up in the court when poor people, children there and help them. I could bet right now, once Peter David is on island, that is where he is right now. And he ain't getting paid for a lot of the cases that he's taking care of in the courts right now. Which is kind of unfair. The man our business. The man running our business, Dread. Handle the man, man. The man running our business.
That's just his nature, you know. But I mean, how can somebody like Claudette Joseph, right, who claims to grow up in the town of St. George?
Not claim. The woman from town.
Well, okay. Well,
she from town. Give her that. She from town.
But you see, she says so much of things that, you know, everything. Who also claims that she grew up in a poor family. You understand? Needing and wanting things, right, to further herself. My God, and you will stand there or sit there and talk about persons who need some things to uplift themselves. I mean, you just showing your colors even more as an organization, right? You do not care, right, about the Grenadian people. The minute time you have to help the majority of people with some form of assistance or whatever, it becomes a problem.
I could tell you something, If Senator Burke and Claudette and Andal and all these people and them, if they did like people, they would not be making these kind of statements.
No, they would not.
If these were people that like people, the Franca Bernardines and so, if these were people that genuinely had a love for people and liked people, they would not be referring to people as needy and greedy. Because if they were really interested in helping people, they would see that if there's a problem, what you try to find is solution, not name calling. Not name calling. Yeah, but they're going, and the NDC as a political organization has not distanced themselves from these statements.
That's what they're all about.
So in other words, they are confirming that that is the philosophy of the organization. If I say something wrong here, believe me, before I leave, I won't get a message on my phone, If I say something wrong here, and the party will distance themselves from the statement according to what the statement is.
Of course.
It never happened before because I'm very careful when I speak. But at the end of the day, here are people who are putting themselves forward and saying that they want to represent you, but they're calling you needy and greedy. So you're wrong to be needy. You're wrong to be born into a poor family. You were wrong to be born into a situation where your mother didn't have and your father didn't have and your grandparents didn't have, so you had to struggle. You're wrong for being needy as far as they are concerned. So only the needy and the greedy. They know how much money in your bank account to say that you're greedy. They know, they might see your pass in your vehicle and they don't know the vehicle on E. So you go and you ask for $50 and then they come and say, they're greedy. You see they have big vehicle and thing and they still want more money.
But even what? Claudette Joseph claimed to be, what she say, a pioneer of the revolution. Shame on you, girl.
Pioneer my foot.
Shame on you, girl. The revolution never taught pioneers to look down to fellow Grenadians. Shame on you. Shame on you. And for them, and you a lawyer too, you serve people, and that's your attitude towards the average Grenadian?
No, but they don't want the needy vote, and they don't want the people who they consider greedy vote either. So you, the person who they might look at as a middle-class person, you're well-educated and so on, but nobody knows the trouble I feel. Nobody knows my sorrow. So they don't know that your bank account empty, but you're dressed nice, and you're still going out, and the New National Party might take you up and give you a job to help you out. So you get a job, and you're working, and they say, you see who they're going and help? All them rich people, them bourgeois, that's who they're going and help and so, but nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows my sorrow. And these people coming out to give the impression that they like people.
No, they don't.
Who does help when they're in power?
They destroy people.
They had one working in NADMA that running him out all over the place right now because he's looking back for his NADMA work. That's what he want. Although he's making more begging right now than he was making up there. Yeah. I said it. Do something. I don't want to talk about me and money. Let me talk about money.
And yeah, those who playing thing and they want Governor General and they're on the radio running the mouth and talking all kind of
walking around with the 2 knee knocking, going and deliver basket uphill. It have the others who playing all kind of thing, who was working in BNTF and coming and turn up the nose at people that looking for a job to go back in a BNTF because it's thousands of dollars they get in the waiting.
Yeah, doing nothing. This
thing among these people, from the UTAM president, who was one of the people that was working in Ministry of Youth, producing nothing in the Ministry of Youth. But they want to go back there so they could go back in there and do the same thing again.
But you know, is that what amazing, eh? And somebody made that comment.
I said it.
Politicians, okay? You vie for office. You want to serve your country. You want to serve people, right? And you, Claudette Joseph, who wants to be a servant of the person, of the people of this country, look at your attitude. Listen to the sort of garbage that comes from your mouth when it comes to poor people. These are the people, right, that you have to serve if you want to be in politics. You understand?
I might not put it so dreaded.
Yeah, because you see, you have to, because these persons, like this type of persons like Claudia Joseph and our qualified, who feel they're on top of the world, right?
They don't like
and look down at people. And so, I mean, come on. We don't need them in politics and stuff. They will destroy people more than to help people based on the utterance.
NNP, don't waste no time. We throw in and they say in the garbage can. We throw in and they say in the garbage can. We throw in and they say in the garbage can. We throw in and they say in the
Yeah, But if we throw them in the garbage can, we could throw them in the garbage truck, maybe. What the garbage truck? Let me see. Garbage truck. Let's find the garbage truck.
I call it the deputy. I don't know this kind of puff and them come out at all. You understand? Yes. Recycle.
Political garbage.
Yes.
Dump
everything. Dump. Landfill.
Where's the time? The truck pass already?
No, truck on the way. Still the truck on the way still.
I found the keys to the garbage truck. Yeah, absolute nonsense. I'm trying. How could you be referring to people in that sense? How could you be doing that sort of thing and referring to people in that sense as needy and greedy? Who are you to determine if a person is greedy?
How can you do that? How you know that?
Do you know a person's economic? Do you know the bank balance of people? If it's $5 they have inside there, or $5 million, do you know the bank balance? I mean, we know our prime minister, we know his bank balance, but we don't know your political leader bank balance. We don't know it. He ain't come out and tell nobody. So we're not talking about who have X amount of money. We could be talking too, but we can't, because all you ain't saying, all you're afraid to say.
What?
He ain't coming out and do no public declaration.
No, he's afraid. Yeah, too much, perhaps. I don't know.
All they could do is go and talk about the PM dancing.
They afraid that. They don't like that.
The PM dancing.
He fit. A physical person, right, has a running mind. Their mind don't settle. The prime minister is all over the place. You understand? He's agile. Come on.
Let's go on to the chat and see what's being said there, because I think we're missing some of the people comments. Zingo, good morning. All right. Wilma, no, we don't need bail money. We good. No. We good. We good like that. We need no we need bail money. All right. Depot said that's why you don't understand where that type of puff come from. Yeah, Depot, we don't know.
Yeah. Depot, that's your neighbor, you know.
Yeah, you see.
That's your neighbor, Depot.
Yeah, you see Debbie and Depot taking knock on that, and me taking part of that. Zingo is saying, I wonder if she and the NDC knows that politicians run into politics to help people. Yes, that's why you go into politics, and Zingo is absolutely correct. You go into politics to help people. Yeah? Let's look at, for instance, Mr. Nicholas Steele. He isn't like certain retired individuals looking for a salary. Yeah, he is successful in his professional life. He's successful in his personal life, and thus far he's been successful in his political and governmental life as well. Excellent Minister of Health. Yeah, excellent manager. Minister of Health.
Wonderful manager.
And he's been given able support by a capable and united cabinet, unlike what some other people had to go through. Yeah, sometimes when you remember what Carl Hood had to go through, you feel sorry for him. When you remember what people like Carl Hood had to go through, you feel sorry for him.
Yeah, and Michael Church.
Yeah, you feel sorry for them. But here it is, you have a Minister of Health who is receiving the support of a competent, capable, and united cabinet. Yeah? So he's receiving the support of people like Honorable Clarice Modest.
Yes.
And tomorrow is her endorsement, folks. We're heading up there tomorrow.
Big day at Hero
Yeah,
Square.
for 5 p.m. we're going in Hero Square. Because
turn the place upside down.
I'm a hero too, so I'm going in Hero Square tomorrow. Yes. Nice. After I come out by Auntie Ruth. So we're going there tomorrow. Nice. But we have to understand that people go into politics to help people.
Of course.
Not to help yourself, because I can tell you that politics, especially in Grenada, leaves you broke.
More than broke.
I am absolutely... I wonder how some of these MPs surviving. I know some of them is because their spouse might be working and have a good job and so on. That is how they're surviving.
God is good.
Because
they service the country.
Yeah, because God they have been using a lot of their own personal money to do a lot of stuff.
When I listen to Honorable Delma Thomas, all right, what she does, even go as far as to break her children cash plan to assist somebody in need. I mean, that should tell you the quality of person that we have serving, not those who look down at people. Yeah, you claim to know about other people, yeah, but what you may know about your family and others, what they eat and what they do. But how can you know about what the other people of Grenada, right, are eating and drinking, right? Do you care? Even before you go out there and talk to the people and find out what their problems and issues are.
They find it greedy because
they are greedy.
Notice that she said in that clip that we played, phone lines, we're coming to you in a little while. It's 11 o'clock, we're going to come to you in a little while. We know. Yeah. If you notice what she said she ain't going to be giving people anything in the campaign. She will be giving people, she ain't going to be helping. In other words, if you can't send your child to school, and you have to go between two people. You have to go by Peter and ask for a little assistance, and you have to go by Claudette to ask for a little assistance. Don't bother to go by Claudette because she's already said she ain't going to be spending them kind of money and that kind of thing.
She's a fake. She's not genuine.
No, but I agree with her too. It's a tactical thing. When you know you're going and lose, where's the sense going and spending money? Exactly. But anyhow, you know you're going and lose, so you want to spend the money.
But that's how they think about people.
But it's a thing too that you, even if you know that you're going and lose, as you are, you would have still tried to help one or two people because it would have been genuine, not because you're looking for a vote.
That's your nature.
It would be genuine. Peter David wasn't running in 2013 and he never stopped helping people. He never stopped going to the court and assist people.
Never.
He was never confirmed as a candidate up until just last year.
Yeah,
it's when his name was mentioned. His endorsement didn't even come yet. It come in week after Sunday, along with Dr. Mitchell and the Honorable Gregory Bowen. And he's still helping people. So it had nothing to do with the fact that, look, I go in and run and I need to get this person to vote for me so I can get them some money. No, he's been helping people. Look, Debbie saying, Peter is boss. Iva saying, Peter has a heart from above.
Yes.
And Patricia John is saying here, for a lawyer, she's very ignorant. Do you have to be a needy person to vote for a party? She's only showing her true colors. And Patricia, you're right.
True colors.
She's showing her true colors.
But not just her colors.
True colors shining true.
But not just her true colors, the party's colors. Right? Because you have a number of persons who are vying in that organization who do not care about nobody but themselves. Nobody at all but themselves.
Somebody is saying, Kathy is saying, Claudette, you are greedy for power, so you're calling people names.
Yes.
So who
that.
Greedy?
Needy and greedy.
Who greedy?
You needy and greedy for power. You ain't rich yet, but you start looking down at people and start calling. Imagine that you are a lawyer. You don't even have a chance to assess the people of your constituency or even of Grenada because you're just wetting your foot in politics. But the first thing you get off the ground doing is to call average Grenadians needy and greedy because they are supporting the new National Party.
But you see, it's a general trend with the NDC. And callers, you can call now, 440-7377.
It's open. And sorry for keeping you so long.
You can call now. The lines
you
are
can call
open.
now.
Yeah. Now, it's a general trend. If you realize, the NDC keeps attacking NNP supporters not on philosophical differences, not on intellectual differences, not on differences in relation to policy and so, but they keep attacking NNPites simply because they are NNPites.
Yeah, NNPites.
So they keep attacking you. All stupid, all supporting that party. All stupid, all could vote for them. All stupid, and keep repeating it. The same way they were attacking Imani, now they're trying to nice up Imani because they realize now 3,000 and something votes after you lose by 10,000 is not votes to play with. So the jam down come and tell all you, focus on them. Make sure all you get. Talking about Jamaicans, I wonder where that thing, boy. Desktop, please. Yeah, that you know, you hear me, boss? Nice. Talking about Jamaicans, you understand?
Yeah.
Nice, link me up.
I want to go to Jamaica,
Jamaica is a lovely country.
Wonderful.
Lovely country. Yes. I love Jamaica. Jamaica is beautiful.
Wonderful.
And very nice people. You don't get into trouble if you don't go into trouble. Yeah? Nice. Don't do the wrong thing. You won't end up in the wrong thing. Same as any country on earth. Exactly. So, yes, folks, you can call 440-7377 and the overseas number, Devon?
It's 347-329-3101. Give us a call.
About the only good thing I heard her say yesterday is she gave Dr. Mitchell some praise. She did. Oh, let me see. Before we go into that, we'll deal with that one just now. But she gave Dr. Mitchell some praise yesterday. She said, Doc, ting, 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 ting. Let's hear what she had to say about some of the qualities. No, she gave him a lot of negatives as well. And I'm saying that here and now. So that they can't say, oh, you only bring one side. Yes, she gave him a lot of negatives. But she had this positive to say about Prime Minister. Doc, you listening? Yeah, Claudette seemed to like you.
Yeah. She have
Dr. Mitchell
affection.
is a gentleman that when Dr. Mitchell and I see, we greet each other very warmly. You know, you're not talking about the person.
Right.
As a person, I find him to be quite a warm gentleman.
Sure.
He is quite a warm person. As a person who has been in sport, in karate for this year will be like 25 years or so. I'm doing karate. I really admire Dr. Mitchell and his discipline when it comes to keeping himself. I think he's a model in that regard. I mean, the man is 71 or whatever, and he could wind down to the ground. I see him winding on the ground Sunday. So he had to have some level of good physical fitness and discipline to do that. And as a person in sport, and so that's something I admire. I would like to have his level of fitness when I'm 71. And I think that's something, and health and so.
Yeah, so you heard her now speaking about Dr. Mitchell, and she like how he fit and all kind of thing. And so
Peter,
Peter did exercise. So
she want to know what I figure. Take care, Peter, your endorsement coming up, she want to flip. I think she want to be in good grace with Doc, Watch it, Peter. Okay. All right.
Yes, indeed. 4407377, and we have a caller online. Let's go to the phone line.
Good morning and welcome.
Hey, good morning, Sheldon Devon. Good morning.
Morning, my friend.
Sheldon, something wrong with these people. Look at these two parties, NMP and NDC. NMP has a track record of what it did, of the achievement that had taken place under NMP. When you look at NDC was already going back. So it is clear that the Ghanaian people see the party that really cares about them and love them. And Brother Sheldon, when you get into politics, you get into politics to help people and to better the living condition of people's lives. And NMP is a party that doing that. They helping people, they care about people, right? And you see, Dr. Mitchell, outside politics, before he came into politics, he cares about people, he loves people. And look at what's going on. All NMP candidates, look at them before they came into politics. Look at the job what they're doing. It's helping people better their living condition. But look at NDC. They came in there just to help themselves and not to help people. Right? And the Bible says, Brother Sheldon, God said to love God and to love Him alone and to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. And if we say we love God and we love our neighbor, we make ourselves a lie and the truth is not in us. We have to love. Love fulfill everything. So how could you want people to support you and vote for you? You call them the needy and the greedy. Everybody needs it. Everybody say, I will supply all our needs. Right? Everybody needs it. Big great America, there are people in America that they need. You could have a big house. What do you need things? Do you have big farms? Right? And they don't go back and borrow money. They'll go and borrow money. So everybody needs. Client need it. Right? You have people in the NDC that they need it. Right? Everybody needs it. So what I consider, what they say, if you need something, don't ask for it. Go and thief. That's the pressure I get from them. Don't ask for it. Stay hungry. Your children can't go to school, and they leave them home. You need something and you don't have. It's to ask. If I say ask, it shall be given unto you. Right? So if you don't need and want something, it's to ask. Asking does something illegal. But when you want thief, that is illegal. Right? You see, now they don't want to help people, so they think nobody must help. But LNP is the part that help. They care about the young people. They care about the senior citizens. And the track record is clear that everybody can know, even them know definitely, NMP is a party that cares about people and has the best track record to help people. And that's what we will continue to do, to helping people better their living condition. We are not here to destroy and to put down. What we are here to build and to encourage people to better their living condition. But Sheldon Devon, you all have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day, my friend.
All right, the 440-7377, the overseas number.
347-329-3101.
And we have a call online.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Devon. Good morning, Sheldon. How you guys?
Good morning, my friend.
We good, man.
I was locked on yesterday, and I heard when Brenda asked the question, and I was trying to get in, but I did not. So I'm just leaving. See, today I addressed it totally on GBN, and I'm going to extend my point here. I'm saying that you're running for office, right? First of all, you're talking about the Prime Minister of this country. You would not address him as Prime Minister Mitchell. You're saying Dr. Mitchell. Disrespect is right there. Respect the office that the man holds. If you don't like him, you like him, but you have to respect the office. When you're running for office yourself, you have to respect the office you hold. Prime Minister Mitchell all the time, not Dr. Mitchell. When you leave Prime Ministership, you can call him Dr. Mitchell. And she continue and she continue. But she also go as far as say that when you look at the political meetings and you look at the NMP crowd and the NDC crowd, the NMP crowd has be all jolly and partying and and the NDC crowd does sit down and listen. But she don't understand. When you're passionate about something, right? People go to Soca Monarch, people go to March Gras. Some people sit down in the bleachers and they listen. Some people, because of they know the songs, right? And they're passionate about the person that is singing on stage, they go down on the ground and they want to just indulge themselves and love themselves. Yeah? So it's not about, they always think that, they always find their way to push that little thing in it like, oh, we're smarter than you. And I keep asking the question, I say, NDCIs, you're always trying to push that talk like, oh, you're so smart. But how come you guys can't even win an election? And the response is like, oh, I say, come on. I say, when you go to school, right? Now, the child that comes first in the class, most of the time is the brightest child. Yeah? When you go to a sporting meet, the child that comes first is the best runner. Yeah? And people going to rally behind the best most of the time. Because people like to rally behind the best. So if you're so bright, how come you cannot win an election? How come you keep on getting 15 seats most of the times? Even on Bill O'Reilly on Fox in New York, I was looking at Bill O'Reilly, and Bill O'Reilly gave a clip about that. He said in the Caribbean island and in Grenada, the opposition party came and won 15 seats, and he was amazed to see how a party that was behind come and win 15 seats. Bam! So how can you be so smart? Then you have a leader that is lying night. The reason why NDC supporters are not energized or really feeling the party because of the leader.
He lying too much, yeah.
Yeah, he just lying too much, and they're seeing right to him. So I'm asking them, and they say it's out there, once and for all. Things are winding down real fast. You have an opportunity right now to come on board. I know you guys, some of them don't go to school, but they think they're better than you, who go to school, But I'm just saying that we are asking you to come on board right now. Come on board. Devon, Sheldon, someone come to me. My dogs are getting crazy.
All right, brother.
All right. I want to tell Miss Joseph, Claudette Joseph, she is one of the most neediest persons you have in Grenada. Ma'am, you are a lawyer. That's your business. You need clients to make her money, to eat her food. So you're needy.
But you see, I'm still trying to understand how someone could even conceptualize to make an idiotic statement like
that. Oh my God.
And I mean, I'm still trying to understand how any political organization would not distance itself from a statement like that.
But support
in other words, they are not interested in the needy people of Grenada.
No, they're not.
Nobody will make themselves needy. Nobody would want to make themselves needy. Everybody would like to not need. Yeah? But circumstances, sometimes you're born into poverty, sometimes you were riding high, but your business crashed due to whatever reason, and so you could be a farmer and some kind of blight pass on your land and kill all your crop and thing, and that put you in a needy situation. You need the assistance of government, that you need the assistance of other farmers and friends, and so to clean your land and to get rid of whatever pest it is that's affecting you and to get new plants, and so you need assistance. So does that mean that some of our farmers who need the assistance of government with irrigation or with fertilizer or with different things like that, does it mean that something is wrong with them being needy? We really have to ask ourselves these kind of questions.
Yeah. And she was needy when she was young. Yeah, because she needed things to reach where she are from her parents and other people who supported her. Because she said it. She came from a poor family. She needed assistance. But you're going to look down to persons in Grenada who you want to assist you?
We have a
Good morning and welcome.
Hi, morning, Senator.
Good morning.
Brother Devon.
Good morning, my dear.
Hi, listen. These people are real jokers. They're not serious. And I listened to a George Grant program Sunday, God's Will Day, and with Mr. Richard Duncan and some other guy were there giving a good evaluation of, what they are involved in. And imagine Mr. Grant, who he is, admitted the progress that Grenada has made. And all because we have a visionary leader and a good leader. Now, that lady, I listened to that program yesterday, that woman has no respect. Don't you see how she was behaving with Brenda?
Yeah.
She has no respect. Sheldon, give me a few minutes if you don't mind. I want to say two more things. One concerning Mr. David. And let me finish with
But go ahead, please, because remember
with the program.
Yeah.
If it's possible, Senator, if there is some possibility you could have add that program, part of it, to hear the result of the progress that Grenada has made. And again, I heard Stanford Simon Pastor talking last night on the city song, talking about Grenada and the progress. We're not to worry with this woman. I called a woman one time when they were talking about the referendum, and I said, why you know all of that, and why you do that, and the lie she gave me. So I'm studying that woman, and that woman in there, no way. She could run she mouth as much as she wants. And these NDC people, I born and bred in Grenada, and I know everything, and I know almost everything about all these politicians. Even my former teacher, Mr. Labary, he taught me, and he has to lead these people. That show who they are. So where are we going with these people and wasting time and then? Another thing, Lord, God bless Mr. Peter David. I must confess in former time I was not for him. But let me tell you something, Sheldon. I had a situation back home with my son-in-law. And I was praying in the morning. And I called my daughter and his mother and I said, "Oh, let us pray. We want some deliverance." Senator, while those children they up there, they didn't even have a lawyer. Up come Mr. David and help the children out of the situation. And that saved that young man from deeper trouble. And I just said to my daughter, tell that young man he change his location and go for David into. That is a real experience in my life to show how this man is ministering to people. The man is not none of us. And the man see the children predicament, Sheldon. And Mr. David intervened, went up to the magistrate and talked to the magistrate for them children. God bless Mr. David, and he go win. And these people in no place in Grenada, I could tell them that. None of them. And they're not for the poor class of people. They better get lost, and they will be lost. Not this time. And whoever saying pray and pray, we already prayed, and God already answered, we pray. Dr. Keith Mitchell is blessed. He left America here, making thousands and thousands of dollars. We know what kind of money share here when you do job. And that man left his job and come and swap Grenada, and Claudia stand up there yesterday and saying the man didn't do nothing for Grenada. May God help you.
All right,
Bye-bye,
my dear.
and thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my dear.
Yes, that's one of our overseas corners, 440-7377. Let me check back on the live there. Okay, Wilma says she bathed in them with blue soap and water. Okay, all right, I know the song. Blue soap and water. Yeah.
A bushy bath you'll get.
Yeah, Depot says, when his dad died, he became the breadwinner. His mom made bread without flour.
Wow.
And he never asked what she used. So how she made that bread without flour. Rhonda is saying she don't know. She has a B in GC English and she would like to know a public statement means some people. Brenda, that is an interesting one, and we have to find out. Yeah, Rhonda, sorry, we have to find out the answer to that one. We have a caller.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning,
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm great, man.
Boy, I find this NDC people and them have a problem. Apparently, they don't have tact. They don't know what to say. Now, how you could come on on your program or answer Brenda or whosoever you say anything and say that you admire Dr. Mitchell so much for your ability to whine and keep fit. No, you are saying that you doesn't admire your leader because your leader doesn't can whine or something, and you know there is a problem with he and the whining thing. You understand? So it's obvious that people would gravitate to Dr. Mitchell because he have brain. Nazim have brain, but Nazim can whine. But Dr. Mitchell have brain and he could whine. So that is one. A man called me yesterday and asked me if I listen to Nazim's speech or Nazim on Beyond the Headlines. I am not going to sit down and listen to Nazim on Beyond the Headlines. Neither I won't listen to Mr. Jones, I won't listen to Miss Jenny and them. Because I know what is the objective of the opposition. The opposition now, they would give you, it's like an atheist trying to prove his point that there is no God. He would have a very, very, very strong argument, you understand, and try to shift you off your base. You understand? So it is not important for me to sit down and listen to Mr. Buck and think, because I live in Grenada. I know what's going on in Grenada. Let me tell you how Mr. Buck and them, in my opinion, do smart. In your second stint as Minister of Finance in Grenada, the first one they say it was short-lived during the revolution. The second one, in your first 5 years, in your first year or 2 years, you understand? You go and build big house with swimming pool and thing, and you have people catching the backside to get two pieces of board. So that is not smart. You know, that is not smart. That is, I mean.
Well, somebody expected me to stop you from saying that, and like, if I will guess so.
Yeah, you're talking the truth.
You ain't lying.
No, well, I remember, I'm not saying that he built 5 and 6 houses. I'm not saying that he built how much house he built. I am only saying that it was not smart for him handling the Grenada Post to go and build houses. Wait a while, hold your money. Build it down in the 5th year or in the 4th year or so. You build it early in the game. You understand? That is not smart. Look, Mr. Philip Alexander. Mr. Philip Alexander only had to sit down and wait on the former minister, Mr. Walker, to take his exit. But instead of that, you understand, you launch a movement against the man, to unseat the man and in his position so that you will run. That is what you call greedy. That is what you call greedy, and people have to understand. Let me tell you something. Life is a simple thing, you know. You just have to sit down, watch, and analyze, learn from other people's mistakes, and you know what to do. Have a good day, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.
Don't care about people. They do not care about people. That's why they can refer to people as needy and greedy. If you're needy, it can be a social situation which you were born into or which, unfortunately, you came into due to no fault of your own. Yes, sometimes it might be your fault. Other times it might be due to no fault of your own that you have fallen into the category of needy. And the thing about greedy is a perception. Yeah? It is a perception. You don't know if a person's fridge empty.
You don't know.
You don't know if it's 50 cents alone they have in their pocket.
You don't even do an assessment of the people that you want to represent.
It's a people that when a member of their family die, they don't even know how they're burying them.
They don't even know how.
And you're watching these people and tell them they're greedy because they get some assistance or they ask for some assistance that they're greedy.
So you telling people they must ask?
According to Stedlin, the mothers on 4 roads, they're listening.
And River Road, the families in River Road waiting and listening
on the
for you.
And you realize what she said. When she go different place, she does carry different messages.
Yes.
So she does go with different stories when she go to different locations.
Good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, you know, I've never seen any government so caring like the NNP.
All right.
For example, we have had, that's the only government I know that give people of all class the opportunity to go overseas, in particular China. Vendors, doctors, lawyers, police, everything. Yes?
Yeah.
And then we have again, Mr. Buck was saying that Tevin. And then Anne would have said to him, Tevin. Is it something that cram or is it something that's real? You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, my brother,
they will know.
I don't know how to answer that one. Nah? All right, caller. Thank you very much.
All right.
We have a caller, the overseas line.
Good
Phone line hot this morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Devon.
Hey, boss. Good morning.
How are you guys doing? Good morning, Sheldon.
I'm vexed with you, eh? You
Why?
know you're my boy. Don't hear in your man.
I'm sometimes busy, you know, but I'm listening. I'm listening all the time. I don't miss it, but sometimes a little bit busy.
Okay.
I want to say morning to Grenada.
Yes, man.
And let me say morning to the rest of the listeners throughout the world. Sheldon, at the beginning of the program, you guys were talking about NDC and them having to get rid of Peter. And then morning Zingo. Then you said Zingo put up something on the chat box about politicians running into politics to help people. And NDC don't get that. Zingo is so right. But I want to add one more thing to that. There are two types of politicians. The first set of politicians was politics. These were the people who took advantage of people. And the second politician, seeing how the first set of politicians was treating the people, they stood up for the people. And if you look at the politics that we have in Grenada today, we have two types of politicians. And when you look at the history of the two major parties that we have in Grenada, I mean, you can identify. Just look at the origin of those two parties, where they come from. And hence today, they live up to their identity as to what they set out for. When you look at the origination of NDC, I mean, if you truly understand history, you can't expect anything different from them. As much as you would want them to do better and solve the people, but ideology, that's them. They feel that they are more than the people because that's the folks that came together and put that party together. And when you talk about Peter, and something I always say, even before Peter left NDC, I used to always say Peter is in the wrong party. Peter was in the wrong party because Peter, along with some of the other folks that left NDC, these people had a heart. These people had a heart, but it was just in the wrong party. And I'm so happy now that they have made that transition to come over to the party that care about people. But what I want to say to NDC is that, Devon and Sheldon, is that NDC, I've never yet in my life to see such, I mean, stupid is not even the word. You got to invent a new word. Because these people was not sensible enough to know that when they was kicking out Peter and the rest of those guys, they was ripping their heart out. And, you know, I see NDC still carrying the sign of the heart. And they don't realize that they don't have a heart. Meaning that they kicked out the heart of the party. If you go back in history, NDC was a dying party. Devon could testify to that. And Peter, along with the other guys, came back and breathed life into NDC. So that's the heart of the party. When you kick those guys out, you're kicking out the heart of the party. So right now, they don't even have artificial heart. I don't know what they're working on. You know what I mean? I don't know what they have in the system, but they're carrying the heart system. They need to totally get rid of the heart system because they do not have the heart anymore in the form of that. They already get rid of the people who had love for the people because the heart symbolizes love. The heart sign is love. You kicked out all the people who had love for the people, but you're carrying that sign. You're misrepresenting, and I don't understand how they don't know that. It's time that they get themselves a new sign that truly states what they stand for. because they no longer symbolize the symbol of the heart, because you kicked all the people who was representing that. So until they rectify that problem, they're going to continue to go down and down and down. As a matter of fact, they're already down. It's just a matter for them to just go take a rest. Just go take a rest and let somebody else who probably could bring in some ideas, because we need ideas from every angle in order to build Grenada. I agree. We need ideas from every angle. Let other people who's willing to walk along with NNP and other guys who, wants to build Grenada genuinely, not those power-hungry guys that any source who wants to get power, and don't care about the people. But one thing I want to say also to the Grenadian people is that your people are smart. We're smart people. We love to give people a try. But with that try you get, you must prove yourself. You must prove yourself. And, you hear NDC crying about, NNP been there so long and this and that. What you're trying to do, you're trying to blame the people. NNP didn't take a gun and hold the people captive and hold power that long. It was done democratically. So when you speak like that, you're insulting the intelligence of the people, the same people that you're coming back and ask to vote for you. It's high time that these guys start to sometimes they say when you get too much knowledge, you lose common sense, and hence you become an idiot in society. And a lot of these guys are suffering from this, because you get so excited that, you got this degree and that degree, and hence you're more than ever. And simple common sense would tell you the road you're heading down, you need to turn around. You understand what I'm saying?
All right, so, my brother.
I want to leave it there, my brother. You guys, I'm there, I'm listening.
We're listening for you.
In touch.
All right.
All right.
That's it, man. Respect.
All right, brother.
Good. Sheldon, the NDC organization is an organization right now. I compare them with those traffickers who used to, or might be still doing it, taking people and rip out the heart and sell it for other people.
No, you see, the problem with the organization is the heart is outside on the t-shirt and not inside
Not
in
inside
the
on the body.
So they have no emotion. They don't feel for anybody. All the heart on the t-shirt, they had none on the inside.
On the t-shirt and paper.
As my good brother would say, the heart is what? Deceitfully wicked? Yeah, anyway, we'll go to that.
Chris, I see a comment. Hold on. Chris, I see you put a comment on the box here about it's sunny and the sun shining. We're talking about in Grenada. It can be in England you're talking about, boss.
No, the sun may be shining, but it's still freezing. Don't let him hold you with that. No, he's not lying. His name is Chris, not Naz. So, the man, yeah, boy, I ain't lying. Now smile now, some all your face hard like the economy under Naz in book. Smile.
Yes. What the economy under 2008, 2013. You couldn't have time to smile, whatever you do, even if you're there having a little fun with your partner and they make a joke, something like always laugh, boy. Sorry, boy, Lord, if I laugh, boy, that kind of energy I go utilize.
Hard like the economy under Nazimbok. Anyway, yeah. Somebody asked me, where's Glenn Noel? I know somewhere around there.
When Glenn Noel
I know if he was one of them that ran down Trinidad for money last week, I know. Anyway, no Tilly, no NDC was a slogan this morning that Sylvia was done, and Uncle Tilly is still favored as a leader. Something is wrong there. That's why they're telling people don't take part in survey.
That's why they're telling to take part in survey.
I understand how going on with them, but here's what, you know something else that this lady said, and I think she said in that interview on GBN with Brenda, I think it's important for us to touch that too. Because I think, let me take a little break from the calls for a short while. Let me just hear this and then we go deal with it.
Cathy, no stone, please.
Let me just hear this one.
When I say about lack of representation, I'm telling you this, ma'am. I have been going around the town and I cannot find one single project that Peter David as MP started and completed in the town.
Okay.
Oh God, you lie.
Tongue people.
You all hear?
4 roads, River Road, all over Carnage and thing. Not me that say it. All you hear the woman.
God, you lie.
Right. After that, let me think there.
The garbage truck.
When I say about lack of representation, I'm telling you this, ma'am. I have been going around the town and I cannot find one single project that Peter David as MP started and completed in the town.
I ain't go answer that. Tongue people go answer that.
Which tongue you talking about?
I ain't know which tongue you talking about. The one in she mouth.
Which tongue you talking about? It had to be the one in she mouth. It had to be. Not the tongue of St. George's.
Listen,
woman, you had to scrub that tongue.
No, but even further than that, she gave the impression that the various MPs for the town of St. George over the years have never done anything for St. George. And she gave the impression that people like Raphael Fletcher and Brenda Hood, and then you came to Peter David, and then you came to Nicholas Steele, that these people have done nothing for the town of St. George. And those of you who are outside of Grenada, and those of you who are here, would know that she's talking absolute gubar. Yeah,
Gubar.
If you understand Hindi, you don't understand what I'm saying there.
And if you understand
she's talking
Spanish,
a lot of gubar.
And if you understand Spanish, mierda.
Yeah.
She speaks lots of mierda.
Gubar. All right? For those of you that speak Hindi, you know what I'm saying, right?
And
nice.
Spanish
Gubar.
mierda. You know
because
what it is.
We know what the town of St. George was like.
Oh, definitely.
I remember what the town of St. George was like circa 1993. Yeah?
And I can remember it from way back.
And I could tell you, where the fish market was had nothing there.
Oh.
Yeah? That around that area is where them Grenville bus used to go and line up for you to go up and that kind of thing.
That is where my anti-tank was during the invasion.
Right. That is where he went and set up a unit during the invasion before the American and them scare him and he run. Yeah, wet pants all get. Where think he got a uniform for?
Whatever, man.
You hear 2 bombs drop from the American and them you run for your life. You. 2 bombs. The man just say boom, boom. He said me. Stay
God.
here and face that.
I want to live to tell the story.
Yeah, you live to tell the story. You run like what? No need running. Man runs and hide too, you know. But anyway, but not just that. The town of St. George is one of the capitals in the Caribbean that has been transformed.
Oh, yes.
And is still in the process of being transformed. Because, for instance, the elder ones would understand when I say Pitch Pine Bar, what I'm talking about. And where Pitch Pine Bar was, the wooden bar that used to be in town there, and you go carnival time, they used to have nice little road show in front of there, and thing. A lot of fellas used to get in fight and thing in front there too. But you used to have Pitch Pine Bar, and that thing, that going further down where you now had the Bruce Street Mall is where you had the medical complex there, the health center for the town that used to be there. And the little beach there that after you go and you jump Juve, after you come over Market Hill and so Juve morning and you have your oil and your different thing on you. That didn't used to be paint, used to be oil and oil oil or mud. Yeah, that's on you. You go and you wash off your skin right on that little beach, right there,
right on the wall,
right where you're passing in now to go to the back area there. There used to be a little beach there. You go and you bathe and that kind of thing.
Don't people know that?
So they know that it had no cruise ship port there. That the ships used to stay out in the water and used to get a tender at a point in time. The people at Osprey had brought the tender. The tender used to go and collect the people and bring them in between cement and rice and everything loading on the then much smaller Port Authority. And the Port Authority itself was expanded under the reign of the new National Party. Yeah?
Who remember where the old police station was? Central Police Station.
They can't tell you that.
A lot of people can't tell me that.
I can't tell you that.
That's how the town of St. George has been transformed. The old NIS building presently is not old anymore. It's new, but it's the second one. It's the first one. The second one is behind.
Right.
That was the original Central Police Station.
I can remember during the storm surge of 1999, because the sea used to be coming up right behind where the NIS was, that you had water hitting the building and nearly coming over the building. That's how bad the storm surge was.
Exactly.
That you had waves that were hitting the back of the NIS building and nearly going over the. In fact, on the second story of the building, they had that water damage from the storm surge.
Because the sea used to be bad there, not just for reason. But
so nothing was done in town. So we still had the sea there and all that kind of thing. In fact, Queen's Park is part of town too, and if you're original town person, you're supposed to know Queen's Park is part of town too. So nothing was done.
Nothing was done.
So we still is some cow and thing in plain field, pasture and thing there, and some thing. Galvanized that's wrong and thing, and some bleachers that when them children jump up on it in Intercoli break down.
He break down and get hurt and damage and everything like that.
That original place,
witness that.
That's still there.
It's still there.
You understand? That is what's still there. We still going over Green Bridge. Yeah? When we heading up the West Coast, we still crossing over Green Bridge because nothing, according to her, was done in the town. GBSS is still the old wooden structure.
Yeah,
Fellas,
the
you
old-
study
yeah,
the pole
the
and them
and the hostel.
to put up them thing and them.
Yes.
Because nothing, according to her, was done in the town. The TAMCC
National
is
College.
still the old way that it used to be.
The old way.
Right. No gate, no nothing, no kind of thing. And
Yeah.
the Keys Universal building still disused and all that kind of
Yes, and all kind of things.
Yeah.
You understand? Key Universal still there.
because
Yeah.
nothing was
Has-
done in the town. So you could have still go and bathe in the spout. Go in the spout and bathe.
Exactly.
Go down in the spout.
Yeah.
You're talking about you're from tongue.
Go in the spout and
Go in the
bathe
spout
still,
and bathe.
yes. Go in the
Go in the
spout
spout and bathe.
And we go find
Yeah.
out what the CARICOM jetty users will tell you.
Yeah.
And everything
Yeah,
like
go
that.
in the spout and bathe now.
Look at
because
the time
nothing
since-
was done. I know you're wearing glasses. I know one of the eyes that's kind of drift
Yeah,
out
it's kinda-
sometimes.
yeah.
But still, I don't like to go personal like that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, go there and see.
Go there and see.
Because it seems as though you can't see.
You can't see at all.
Right there in the Roy St. John Plainville.
Yes, you can't see that.
What Peter David built.
That-
Because
that
it
building
wasn't
right
that was there. That it had nothing there.
We have nothing there.
So Peter David didn't do nothing, eh?
Look at Angel Labs ban house.
No,
right
she
around
ain't know about that. She wouldn't know about that.
And she from Cooper Hill, you know. She wouldn't know about that.
I know every track and trace in town.
She wouldn't know about
I've
that
been
at all.
around town a long time.
At all.
Yeah?
Look at Spice.
I ain't a tongue man, you know, but I've been around town a long time. I've
Spice-
seen tongue move from there in circa 1993 to what it is now in 2018.
it's there.
I could tell you what it used to look like and what it is now and what the plans for further development were. Because remember, the original plan was to reclaim all that land, not stopping where the fish market is, but going right up to Cherry Hill. That was the original plan, to reclaim all there as well. Yeah, also to put a ring road around from the carnage coming over behind the hospital, coming around to put a ring road there to ease up some of the traffic congestion and also to ease up the volume of traffic passing through the Sendall Tunnel. That was part of the plan. Yeah?
But nothing done in the town.
Nothing was done in the town.
Nothing
They say nothing was done in the town, man.
Nothing done in the town.
Nothing was done in the town according to that individual. Yeah?
Yeah. And even in River Road, Queen's Park, look at the community center.
But nothing was done in town.
Nothing was done.
Open the phone line again and let's play that beautiful bean footage. Open the phone line. 4407377. Only call us.
Yes, call us. 347-329-3101. Call us now.
Let me go on it.
All you don't want to call us, call us.
Yeah, but and Doc, hurry up and do the thing.
Yeah. I find it.
Let me see if I can find the audio. Yeah, let me see if I can find the audio. Call the date, right? Play
Morning,
that election.
morning,
election
Teddy Bear.
night, I go play that for all you.
Morning, Teddy Bear.
Call the debt. Repeat it after me. Call the debt.
Call the election. Call the election. We ready for you.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, 4407377.
And 347-329-3101. Give us a call. But you know what? According to Depot, let's forget about what he do for the tongue, but to stick it to them, say what he has done for NDC. All you can say that, all you shame, all you embarrass.
Anurin, good morning.
You understand? All you embarrass and everything to give a good man, a man with a good heart, right? The praise that he deserves, but instead, all you want to denigrate him and say all sorts of things about him. And so, but big mistake, Claudette. You're backing up the wrong Google tree. I know you have some Google tree and thing you might scale and the turn when juking, you know. Oops. This one, the wrong one you're juking, you're climbing, girl.
But here the thing, but I can't understand these people and them with this nonsense and all kind of thing. How they could do that. Look, Debbie is saying, I know her eyes not straight, but oh God, no. I see it. Only make me say it again. Right? Anyway. But as sure as she look across Park Lane, she would see the long steps as a project that's ongoing, that the steps are being fixed and that sort of thing. But no, she can't see that.
She have not gone to cemetery.
She can't see that. Because the original tongue people are in Lyman and Tongue. They ain't going to know what's going on.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Sheldon and Devon.
Yes,
hey,
darling.
You know, since morning we are trying to get you. When we driving around the island today, me and Patty and our husband Matthew.
Oh, yes, you did tell me.
Right now we there at Sugarville, we looking for roti thing. Say good morning to Patty and live.
Hey,
good morning to everybody in America and Canada. Say good morning, Patty.
Leave a roti there for me, eh? Right.
Patty, good morning.
Patty.
Hi, Sheldon.
Hi, Patty. How are you? Hello? You hearing us? Oh boy, it seems as though Patty is not hearing us.
But anyhow, Patty, good morning, and I hope
like
you
Cammy
enjoy.
phone only working for Cammy.
Say hi, Patty, say hi. Talk, Patty. Hi, Sheldon.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
We good.
I have your girl out today.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, we are taking her out.
Bring her around the I want to let pass you tongue. Passing the
We
market.
done by Sugar Mill. We were already in town.
Okay.
But we're going the eastern side through St. David's Way.
Who in Sugar Mill there? Kim that there?
Huh?
Kim or Gertrude that in Sugar Mill? Just leave a roti there for me. I'll pass and collect it.
You serious?
Leave a roti with Kim or Gertrude. I'll pass and collect my
What
roti.
kind do you want?
A chicken roti. Just leave a chicken
roti.
Yeah, that's why I get lunch.
Okay, well, I have to go and tell Matthew now.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Okay, my dear. Hi, Devon.
Just tell Kim or Gertrude this for me.
Okay.
All right.
You take care.
Y'all enjoy yourselves.
We will.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll leave it there.
Cammy.
Cammy,
God, boy.
Yeah, Cammy having fun.
So the people are
today.
playing that. I'm
Yeah.
coming from a chicken roti.
Yeah. Live.
Kim, good morning.
Oh my God.
Let's take another call.
Good morning and welcome.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I secure my lunch. I know about yours.
Morning.
Hey, Doc.
Morning, yeah, gentlemen.
So, the market is still the same old way it used to be?
No, far from that.
So you're sure the market is not the same old way it used to be because nothing was done in the town, you know?
Not at all. As I come in from work this morning, I see two of the wooden buses wait parked by the old CID side. They're waiting for tourists that gone up to the fort. That was the kind of bus that used to operate days gone by.
Mm-hmm.
And you understand, it's a different set of buses we have now. The market is different, Senator. But in terms of project, I just want to remind people of Tricentennial Park. There's a nice little walk over the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
It takes you up underneath the CID. And
Peter David.
Peter David.
Peter David did that.
Started and completed that project. There's a plaque there. In the name of former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas laid that plaque. You understand? That was a project of the town of St. George, the 300th anniversary of this. That's in relocating the town from the Port Louis side to the other side. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But gentlemen, your gentleman from overseas, he tickled my brain a little, because when we talk about impact, and I hear people talking about impact assessment, etc., and you and me, you look concerning that organization had studies done by a gentleman named Mr. Jude Bernard and a gentleman, the political analyst from Barbados, Peter Wickham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were that gave the organization food, political food, for them to assess, to determine the way forward. They ignored the information regarding what is and the Grenada reality from these two sources. And to hear these people talk about impact assessment now is mind-boggling. Secondly, to show you how contradictory they could be, they find favor. They have no problem in taking photograph of a mentally ill Grenadian who goes to a bin and searches there for whatever, and they highlights that to the world. You understand? Like, if they are interested in these persons and they turn around and call people needy and greedy, you understand me? that kind of contradiction is what, they cannot explain. It's what confuses them, and it's what people reject.
You see, they're an elitist
another
bunch.
word for it is hypocrisy, yeah?
No, but they're an elitist bunch. That organization is a bunch of elitists. There are people you hear some of them call, and they call good morning and this kind of thing, and they call. Now I could understand if a person naturally has lived in a particular area and they have an accent or that kind of thing. But some of these individuals, they are what my good friend KB usually call veranda NDC. You understand? They stay in the veranda, but they don't go in people's house, and they can't go in people's house and convince them or anything because they're elitists. They believe they're better than the average person.
And to reinforce your point, it does not make sense attacking these persons. You have to do what Eric Gary did. You have to do what Keith Mitchell does, which is exactly what Peter David understands, that you have to go and meet these people where they are, mingle with them, engage with them, feel their suffering, empathize with them, and assist them in moving forward. Stay on top of the mountain and show that the people below there are A, B, and C. Leaves you right where you are.
Exactly.
And these people will continue to seek the comfort with the persons who understand them, who love them, and who operates with them. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. On top of that hill, they will be lonely. Lonely.
Look, I see Mr. Labari. Yeah, Pedro was the blood of the NDC. Peter is a man who fight for the people. I can speak for. I personally experienced his fighting spirit and his kindness and his caring.
And he was the chairman of the party, NDC party, Colin Labari.
Ask the poor people whose children find themselves on the wrong side of the law.
Who are they?
Not only from the town of St. George.
Grenada.
But any part of Grenada and even as far as Carriacou.
Testify,
who it is
brother.
does help them.
Who?
Ask them if it's Claudette Joseph that I see running up to the court.
Or Nazim Burke.
Running up to the court. Because Claudette has a law degree too.
Oh, yes. Nazim
Burke
has
have a law degree too. But ask them, who did I see going and defend poor people, children? Sometimes they're inside there and they don't even have a lawyer on the day, and they're worrying, and the case come up, and Pedro just step in and say, I'll be representing.
There goes Peter.
Pedro don't even know the person is, He step up, I'll be representing.
Because
he just put your answer, I'll be representing.
He has a heart for the poor and struggling
see Claudette them doing that?
of this country.
You better have your money waving like a flag when you go in front of people like Claudette and Nazim. You better have your money waving like a flag.
The people of the tongue of
If you
St.
don't
George
have it, no help.
Going to teach you a lesson for
Because
your
they're
disrespect.
elitists.
Your disrespect towards them. You will be taught a lesson that you are. Oh my God, you don't know.
But you know
girl.
something? Let's not lose focus on one main thing here.
Yes.
Get registered. Note something here. Without even knowing the election date, every single day is a day less for you to get registered.
Exactly.
You don't have to know the date to know that. You know for a fact that today is one less day that you have to get registered. Yeah?
Yep.
And you don't know, the Prime Minister seen some kind of crowds. The next thing he go up in St. Mark tomorrow and he decide what? I pull my thing tonight, man. I fire the shot. And he call it one time.
Man.
And once he called that, forget, you can't register again until after the election done. So you never know. Next thing, man, go up there and when you see them load of people, because I hear the whole of St. John going up.
Yeah.
I hear the whole of St. Mark coming out.
I hear Tone coming down.
Yeah, Tone, Pam coming across there. And then you have all the people from St. Andrews.
I St. Andrews coming in a motorcade.
Well, it's the lioness up there, man. So you know, that's the lady that does devour anything that come. 1999, 2003, 2008, and 2013, and again. Yeah, 2018. But the only way we could ensure that the reality of a massive landslide victory again on behalf of the new National Party takes place is by you ensuring that you get registered, that you get who you have to get registered. and that you come out and vote on election day. Don't be sitting home saying, oh, we win already.
No, we win nothing.
Don't sit down in tongue. Don't sit down in Four Roads Day and say, well, Pedro win already. That man can't beat him. I ain't bothering to go and vote.
And in Dabo up there.
Next thing you hear, he lose that polling station because you didn't come out and vote. Yes, it's possible.
We don't have in that.
It's possible. It is possible. Yeah? Which one of you want to give up your constituency to the NDC?
For somebody like Claudette Joseph?
People that don't like people that don't understand that there will always be and there are needy people in every country on earth, and that it is the responsibility of the persons who have put themselves in the position to help.
You know,
people that don't see people as greedy, but see that person may have a genuine need because you don't know what they are going through when they close the door and they're inside the house. Some people listening right now and they're not, I know I'm getting my lunch, but some people ain't sure they're getting their lunch.
Exactly. Sometimes I wonder, when I hear some of them talk, I wonder what their parents and their foreparents will be saying right now when they hear such utterance coming from persons like Claudette Joseph. I'm wondering, I mean, was that the way you were brought up? To treat people, to look down at people, to scorn people? Come on, lady, you could do better than that.
Let's take the final few phone calls.
Good morning and welcome.
Hey, me can't sit down. Hey, what's up, boy?
Sit down.
I know Michelle Mandadin, huh?
Yeah, man. But one thing I just want to be publicly say, boy, you know me parliamentary rep candidate going to endorse the man, I just can't make it.
Hey.
Oh, God.
Your problem.
Anyway, because of no work, but I don't call and apologize to already, but are they on the ground, but are they on the bus terminal listening? But just to say, I just cannot make much contribution because my credit run low. My credit run low. So anyway, I'm listening and I know almost time to done. So I just called there to say here.
All right.
Oh, can I take care?
All right, Michelle,
man.
man.
Love.
Michelle, control your man.
Yeah. Spice man, good morning. Oh, and good morning to them, all the sanitation engineers around our country, keeping the nation clean. Good morning to you guys. Good morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Lot of mercy. I'll listen to the radio. Let me be brief here. Now, Mr. Scott and Devon, I spoke about the defeatist mindset of the NDC before. Maybe it did not register then. But after listening to Mr. Buck recently, it really registered. It shows to me that right now the NDC is really, while they're trying to keep hope alive, so to speak, they're just going through the motion, knowing fully well that the end result was not on their side. And most of all, the anger and vexation we hear coming from the NDC today, it stems from as a result of people not doing the work and fail.
They're lazy.
Hey man, LLL, lazy line leader.
Yes.
And they are vexing with those who have done the work and continue to succeed. No, Miss Joseph is really proving to us the I better than you mentality. If you have not achieved close to our level of intelligence, you're needy and you're greedy. This is the elitist mindset. So now, I'm making it clear here. If you are a Grenadian and you have this elitist mindset that you're better than everybody like the NDC, vote for them. Yeah. But if you care about people, if you want to help people, if you want to see poor people standard of living grow, if you get better, if you want to help solve the pension issue, if you want to help young people in Grenada get more academic qualification in fields that they can exceed in, and you care about this country, then vote NNP. But if you have this I better than your mindset and mentality, and you educated more than everybody, and people needy and greedy, you could support the NDC. Have a pleasant day, brothers and sisters.
Thank you,
my brother. Folks, before we run out of time, remember tonight at 8 p.m. there's going to be that social interaction with the youth. I'm looking for the ad. I had the ad here, and it seems as though I threw the ad somewhere around. But that's going to be taking place tonight. Remember, it's going to be on all of the normal links for Hard Talk. And so you're going to be able to pick it up via that tonight. In fact, let me just play the ad quickly for you before we run out of time.
The youth arm of the new National Party invites all of Grenada to be part of a social media interaction with Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell on Wednesday, January 17, 2018. This program offers an opportunity for young people to ask Doc questions about Grenada, where we were and where we are moving to. Simply hashtag AskDoc with your question on Facebook or send your question to nnpyouth@gmail.com. The program will be aired live on NNP National Youth Arm Facebook page from 8 to 10 p.m. Log on early and ask Doc your questions. Don't you miss it.
Yes, so we're nearly out of time. While we can't sit down, certain man, me can't recall, me can't recall, me can't recall.
They lie so much, they can't remember, they can't recall. But we don't giving them no more chance again. But we can't sit down.
I know you go bust some part. I'm just waiting for him to bust.
We can't sit down.
We're taking one more call and we out of here.
We moving on. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, gentlemen. The time is gone. But listen, let me tell you, I want to send a message to that team NDC in St. David's here. Right now, that's the mopping up time for us. Trust me, that's the mopping up time. We're registering everybody that we could find that would support and vote for Grenada. It's not so much NNP. We're telling them that. That's the message. But it's Grenada through the new National Party, and we cleaning up. That's mopping up time. I remember Frank Abon, I didn't say the last time with the book program that was mopping up time. Well, let me tell NBC that this now is the mopping up time to set the victory line straight in St. David's. They don't come and reclaim St. David's. It's belonging to the new National Party, Team Grenada. Bless you.
All right,
my brother.
Here we go again.
And
sit down. We can't sit down.
You see, you want problem.
We can't sit down.
Problem.
We moving on.
We go extend the program. Don't worry,
the time will come.
Just remember, folks, today is 1 day less that you have got to register.
Yes.
1 day
One
less.
day less. Very
By
important.
the end of this week, it would be 1 week less that you've got to register. All right? Remember, the date is coming closer, not going further. It is coming. And you don't want to be caught that the announcement is made, and after the announcement is made, you can't register, and then you're upset and you want to cry and you want to bawl and you want to, oh God, I can't vote.
This if I didn't know.
Or you may think that you're registered now only to check the list and realize that your name isn't there. Final call for the day.
Good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Morning.
I understand that the NNP have a website.
Website?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking, please, you could look for my name on it, please.
Oh, you mean not the NNP, but the Parliamentary Electoral Office?
That's right.
Okay, my dear.
My name is Doreen Louis Britton, and Junior James Britton.
Doreen Britton?
Louis Britton. Britton.
Okay, you want to give me a call, right? In fact, hold on, eh?
Okay, sir.
Let me show you it could work here, right?
Yes.
Doreen, all right, and Britton, all right, right. Let me find Doreen Britton there, right? Let me see if your name there. Right, you're from Pearls?
Yes.
All right, you're there. And now let me tell you where you're voting to, eh? Let me tell you exactly. You're voting at the Pearls Community Center.
Yeah, and my husband too.
What's the husband name?
Junior James Britton.
Junior. All
James
right.
Britton.
Oh, let's see how we go there. You see.
Yeah, let me check.
Yes.
Go tell him exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and he did too.
He did
nice.
too?
Yeah, he did too, and he voted in the same place as you.
Same place as you.
Thank you very much.
All right, my dear.
Okay.
All right.
To NNP.
Beautiful.
I don't want that to NNP lose.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Because we can't sit down.
Yeah, that two for Skeeter there. We making sure.
Two for Skeeter.
All right.
Sure.
Nice. Good.
And we ain't talking about the children yet, eh?
Yeah,
right.
that's two for Skeeter there.
Yes. We can't sit down.
All right, folks.
We moving
That's
on.
it. We can't go
We
any
can't go
further.
more.
We
We
can't
can't go
go any further. Watch. This person want to be the final. Okay, we just getting a chance.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, well, I miss it here, but you know what time up in this place are most calls.
Yes. Give us quick.
yeah. We just want to remind everybody the road leads to Victoria tomorrow. We are putting things in place. Vehicle ready, we shortney ready, we African ladies ready, we stage working on now, and we're going to have a good time in St. Max. Our minister is ready to give a powerful speech. The Prime Minister never disappoint us. And we're ready to go, guys. See you tomorrow.
You're talking tomorrow?
Eh?
You talking on stage tomorrow?
I'm doing most of the coordinating, but we have competent young persons who will be speaking
Definitely.
and giving their testimony.
Okay.
On stage.
Oil down, and it must have pigtail. Oil down.
Fish broth,
right?
red fish.
Okay. Right. Oil down.
Right.
Pigtail.
We're working on that.
Red fish from here.
Pigtail.
We're going to transform it.
Pigtail. Right.
Pig
snout, pigtail.
Red fish for me.
Boss, I never
Red
tell
fish.
anybody I'm Rasta. Right.
Good.
All right. We're gonna organize that.
All right.
brother.
Later. And see the whole of Grenada up in St. Max tomorrow.
All right, brother.
The two, just quickly, the two motorcades, we're going to start from Maran at 4:30 and from Samaritan. Pecky will be on the Samaritan motorcade, leading the Samaritan motorcade, and we all be coming down to Victoria. So by 5 o'clock, we should be leaving both sides heading to Diamond Street, Victoria.
Okay.
All right.
Wonderful, brother.
All right.
All right.
St. Max in the house.
Yeah, so that's all the time. We can't go further. We can't go further.
We not sit down, but we can't go further with this program.
We can't go further. But let me touch a little piece here. Just remember, get registered. Registered and ready. When we see the boss, we doing them so.
Yes.
We registered and ready.
Finger swelling.
Every day is one day lesser. Time is running out. Get registered.
Let's keep moving.
Every day is one day less. Every week is 1 week less. Get registered now. Folks, that's all the time we got for Hard Talk today. I want to thank all the callers, all the listeners, all of you on the chat and so on. Remember, on the live, we continue. We're going to have the National Report and 1 or 2 programs that's going to be broadcast on the live Facebook feed. So you don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Keep it, stick it, leave it right there. Nice. And we will be on channel 1000 from Technical Man. Tell us that from on Monday. But you know when it's on Nazim, you had to really kind of sift the thing and make sure it's the correct thing. When they tell you that kind of thing, that boy go start using middle name.
But you got to take out that name, because some Nazim does real lie.
Nah, by line. And NPIs love this Nazim.
Oh, they love this Nazim.
That they buy. They're leaving all over and come to look for him. Yeah. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for Hard Talk today. Whatever you say, whatever you do, do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you.
And not about you.
All right, so we out of here. According to Ian Edwards, I'm going to take 2 steps to the rear and be out of here.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, 1,265 youth engaged with the GIAP. Between 2014 and 2017, 3,725 youth engaged with the Amani program, with a spend of over $190 million. So let's keep moving. Vote NNP. Vote competence. It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, $70 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Between 2014 and 2017, $185 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
South St. George is fast becoming the economic heartbeat of this nation. It is at the center of the housing and construction boom and unprecedented growth in education and tourism sectors. As our area rises, so does the nation. In the coming period, our challenge is to give character to this growth and to bring along the surrounding areas. So we shall improve the skill sets of people to take advantage of the coming jobs with my plan to cut unemployment in the South by 2/3. And we will extend housing assistance and give the many people who need it land tenure. More money will be made available for small business loans for people in such areas as Montoute, Grand Anse Valley, Woodlands, Woburn, Calais and Belmont. The people who are yet to be touched will get their chance. We are excited about tomorrow, and so today, we shall keep moving.
You know what you want, and our team of the new National Party has what it takes to make your dreams into reality. And so, for 2018 and beyond, we are moving together. One of the most satisfying accomplishments of the last 5 years is how we in St. Patrick West have been able to bring people from different political parties in the interest of national development. This new National Party government has delivered and is continuing to deliver to our community. There's evidence of this everywhere, from the Breakwater project right here in Sates to the new technical wing at McDonald College and the soon-to-be established Skills Training Center at Montreach. But most importantly, many people, especially our young people, have benefited from increased scholarships and training opportunities to improve on the human resource potential. This does not mean that we have achieved all that we have set out to achieve. Far from it. There is much more to be done. What our successes have done is whet our appetite to dream bigger and to aspire to achieve even more. You know what you want, and our team of the new National Party has what it takes to make your dreams into reality. And so, for 2018 and beyond, we are moving together.
Keep moving!
Let us have a real talk, St. John's. Let us understand the choice that faces us in this coming election. You can vote for me again, a proud member of a team that has consciously started rebuilding Grenada. Together, we have done the hard work and the opportunities have begun to come. So, you can go for the other guy who threatens to rip it all up and start a new experiment that none of us is sure about. The choices we face are not even close. We have made our sacrifice and now we must continue to build on our success. I'm proud to be on your team, and so St. John's, we are moving together.
Stewart, and I am honored to have answered the call for service. The people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique are dear to my heart. I have grown up in a time of expanded opportunities, showcased by the fact that I have had the fortune to study and become a professional. There are many young people who seek the opportunity that I have had. And I want to be a part of that movement that helped open up new doors. It is the aspiration of ordinary people that inspire this new journey of mine. As my generation rises up to service, you can surely count me in. I am Kendra Matthew Stewart, and I am running for you, the people of Carriacou and
Keep moving!
It is an opportunity where I can be able to make a difference in the lives of many persons in the constituency and also Grenada as a whole. I am prepared to give of service to the people. My whole life has been one of service. So this is another opportunity where I can go out there to help improve the lives of people, the standard of living and the quality of life.
Skeeter is a young person and she has been given a wonderful opportunity to help shape lives in our country. She has been doing that within her school for the past 17 years.
I know her doing teaching and making great improvement in that school. Awards, trophies, you know, skits was behind this.
5 years ago, we started an incredible journey together. We dreamed and we strove to achieve. We are happy with the success we have had, but not content. The arch of progress is bending in the right direction in St. George Northeast, and many people have benefited. But there are still others that are yet to be lifted by the rising tide. We cannot leave those people behind, and so we continue to fight, and we continue to push on. I am Tobias Clement, and I'm running again to continue what we have started. Our dreams are too big, our ambitions too large for us to stop here. So let's keep moving.
Moses, and I have offered myself to be the next parliamentary representative for my people of St. Patrick's East. I see this as the next step in my life journey of service to people and my determination to give back to my community, a community that has always lifted me up. I am particularly passionate about issues affecting youth, and as your MP, will be championing policies and programs that will further empower our young people, as well as our adult male and females all across Grenada, but particularly in St. Patrick's East. I am pleased to have joined a team that has delivered for Grenada. But there is more work to be done, and so we shall keep moving.
I am Yolande Bain Horsford, and right behind me here is my alma mater, St. Joseph Convent, the institution that I've attended for 5 years. Further back behind me is the Roman Catholic Church that I also attend. And on my left is the convent court that I played all the netball and the tennis throughout my 5 years at this institution. I am very proud of the partnerships I have formed with the people of St. Andrews Southwest these past 5 years. But I'm even more excited about the things we can still do together. We have begun solving the housing challenges and tackling youth unemployment. We have not only been building roads and houses, but more importantly, building communities and building lives. Many people have been given fresh opportunities, and even more shall be lifted up in the coming period. I am ready to take a fresh guard and to continue battling for ordinary people who deserve another chance. So let's keep moving.
These past 5 years, ordinary people with extraordinary dreams for themselves and their families have continued to inspire me. In these close-knit communities along the shores of St. Andrews Southeast, people with their faith in their unshakable God have given me renewed hope that this partnership we have forged is worth building on. We have had successes together, but we are far from finished. A whole new generation is coming up, hoping for even more opportunities. We can't let them down. With God by our side, Together we will achieve even more. So let's keep moving.
I remember those days, not so long ago, that all I wanted was an opportunity. My family was poor, and there were times I didn't even have a pencil to go to school. The people of Paraclete, Moncton, and surrounding areas gave me that opportunity. These ordinary people raised me. It is this history that inspires my politics. Now, it's my turn to give the next generation even greater opportunities than I had. If I can make just one weak person strong, I will be doing God's will. What we did in the 5 years is just a little bit of what we can do in the future. My duty is to steer the course and to keep moving.
Up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
Government committed to finding solution to pension issue. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the National Report, I am Leslie Ann Johnson. The Grenada government is continuing to meet with trade unions as it seeks a workable solution on pension reform. A technical working group was established to provide guidance and oversight, and there is also an engagement committee which interfaces with the unions and a cabinet subcommittee which provides policy direction. Mrs. Beryl Isaac, a key figure in the pension reform process, says they're hoping to come up with a solution by the middle of this year.
What has been done thus far, as apart from the proposals that have been exchanged, we would have looked at different scenarios as well as part of the process, and they would have been data collection. Data has been collected. They collected data from NIS, and what we're planning to do now is to intensify the data collection process. So we are looking at having forms. A special form has been designed, and a booklet will be prepared with guidelines to persons how to prepare the forms.
Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell is calling on his regional colleague heads to lead the process in creating a single ICT space in the region. Dr. Mitchell, who delivered the keynote address at the Prime Minister's Summit in Antigua and Barbuda on Tuesday, presented extensively on the roadmap for information communication technology in the region, highlighting areas such as the region's roadmap for a single ICT space. This vision for a single ICT space was approved by the heads of governments in Guyana about a year ago. Dr. Mitchell says the vision is an ICT-enabled borderless space that fosters economic, social and cultural integration for the betterment of Caribbean citizens. The summit is an initiative of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union, the CTU, and the Caribbean Center for Development Administration, CARICAD. Dr. Mitchell, who has lead responsibility for science, technology and innovation in CARICOM, said the leaders of the region must use their collective influence to make the paradigm shift to break from traditional mindsets, practices and methods of engaging citizens. Grenada is gearing up to stage the second edition of the Grenada Invitational Track and Field Meet on April 21st. The inaugural event was held April 8th, 2017 and saw the participation of a number of regional and international star athletes at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. This year's event promises to be more exciting and competitive. Chair of the local organizing committee, Dexter Mitchell, says interest from the international athletes is high as they anticipate competing in the first major 2018 outdoor track and field season event.
Lots of interest obviously from athletes wanting to come back to Grenada, and in a few days we will be making some announcements. I know there's a lot of excitement as to who is coming, who will be returning, who is coming for the first time, and so on. So some names will be released next week. We are in constant negotiations, obviously, with sponsors, our sponsors from last year, our partners, and new partners coming on board. And just continue to tighten some of the loose ends in terms of the organization. Things that people would not have seen behind the scenes that we have to fix to make the Invitational even better than it was in 2017.
The organizer Michael Bascom says Grenadians should be proud of their small island's ability to host yet another international standard event.
As a small country, as a small nation with just about 100,000, we have the ability to organize and to execute international sporting events.
The Grenada Invitational is approved by the Grenada Athletic Association and sanctioned by the North American, Central American and Caribbean Athletic Associations. While some significant strides have been made since the NNP returned to office in 2013, Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell says there is still much that needs to be tackled. Addressing Sunday's endorsement rally for the Honourable Nicholas Steele in Grandance, Dr. Mitchell said youth unemployment remains a troubling issue. He appealed for all to continue to work together to improve the country economically.
Yes, we might have settlement in some areas, but we still have issues to deal with in our country. We still have unemployment among our young people. We still have problems in several areas that we must come to terms with. I could sit here and talk about all of them. But sisters and brothers, when you think of where we were in 2013 and where we are now and where we're going ahead of us, sisters and brothers, the only party and group that can take this country forward is a new national party.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Are you ready? Grenada, the countdown has begun for the staging of Grenada's most talked about sporting event in 2018.
Short again and bigger this time.
The Junior Murray 50 All-Star Cricket Match featuring some of the world's greatest ever cricketers. The Prince of Cricket, Sir Brian Charles Lara.
The world record has fallen once again to Brian Charles Lara.
Thomas Kentish, Darren Sammy.
He goes big, he goes very big out of the ground.
Sir Curtly Ambrose, the Universe Boss, Chris Gale.
Chris Gale goes into the second deck.
And our first international cricket legend, Junior Murray.
He's gone, far behind.
Junior Murray in full action at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium, Saturday, January 20, 2018. Gates open at 9 a.m. First match features our upcoming cricket stars at 10 a.m. Then at 2 p.m. we get ready for the main event, Junior Murray All-Stars versus the Prime Minister 11. Added attractions include live entertainment from 4-time Soca Monarch Boise, 2-time Groovy Monarch Dash, the veteran himself, Inspector, 7 times Calypso Monarch, King Scholar, Ledneck Day, and more. Admission $20 adults, children between 6 and 16 years old. You pay $10 under 5, absolutely free. Tickets available at all digital outlets, Grenadian Optical, St. George and Grandad, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Excel Plaza, Kittens Pharmacy, St. George and Grenville, Heather at the Boutique, York Sneakerwear, Shice Bar Victoria, Calico Supermarket and Big Land Bar, Satan, Golden Auto Grenville, Toyers Bar, and Guelph Gas Station in St. George, plus Rena Mills in Carriacou. Lock the date, Saturday, January 20, the Junior Murray 50 All-Star Match. This one is gonna be epic. Grenada National Stadium, the legends are coming.
35 senior police officers who have been acting in their respective ranks since December 1st, 2016 have now been officially confirmed in their positions. A release from the Office of the Commissioner of Police says they include 1 Deputy Commissioner of Police, 1 Assistant Commissioner of Police, 6 Superintendents, 11 Assistant Superintendents, and 16 Inspectors of Police. Acting Commissioner Winston James congratulated the officers and says he expects their continued support to the administration of the Royal Grenada Police Force. A number of persons will be recognized during a special Independence Awards ceremony in Carriacou this year. The local celebrations committee will recognize those who have contributed significantly to the areas of culture, health, sports, agriculture, business, youth entrepreneurship, fishing, and community involvement. Chairperson of the National Celebrations Committee, Ms. Anne-Marie Marichaux, outlines what is happening on the Sister Isles as part of the 41st Independence Anniversary celebrations.
Carriacou and Petit Martinique, they have already started their competition. They have started with the sporting competition, cricket and so, throughout Carriacou and Petit Martinique, which had started the under-15 cricket tournament. So, they also have the Carriacou Petit Martinique rally on the 31st of January, and on the 28th of January, they have an ecumenical service at the St. Patrick's RC Church in Hillsborough. The rally on the 31st in Petit Martinique starts at 10 a.m. And on Thursday, February 1st, we also have a Carriacou Parish rally in Hillsborough. And I can tell you, Carriacou is different to Grenada. So if you have the money, you can take a boat, go up to Carriacou and join in this rally, because you know that rally does be a fete. It's going to be enjoyable. And they have the big jump dancing. All of the Carriacou cultural and heritage activities will be included in that event.
And that's the National Report. I am Leslie Ann Johnson.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, 1,265 youth engaged with the GIAP. Between 2014 and 2017, 3,725 youth engaged with the Amani program, with a spend of over $190 million. So let's keep moving. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
Putting the lens on Grenada, its people, and its possibilities. This is State of Affairs. Reporting this week, I am Abigail McIntyre. Ministry of Youth Fly program continues to be a success. Here are the stories of those who are benefiting. Imani Hope trainees are excelling in their fields of training. Find out how opportunities have transformed their lives. And the State of Affairs continue to highlight the pronouncements from the platform. See what is being said in this week's episode. Rakisha St. Louis, June Paul, and Delroy Louison all report from the Grenada Heartland when we come back.
The Keith Mitchell-led administration has resurrected the state pension issue after previous governments backed away following its removal during the revolution. This has now become a matter of high priority with legacy-defining potential. This after the government refused to appeal the Hermelin Armstrong case and to restore her pension in accordance with a High Court judgment. Now, the Mitchell government is inviting solution-driven dialogue as it presses ahead to restore pension to public officers. Cartac has been contracted to provide possible solutions. A pension consultant from Washington is also on the case. The IMF has pledged technical support, and government is urging stakeholders and union leaders in particular to come to the table. The Mitchell government is appealing for solution-driven dialogue designed to restore state pension to public officers.
Welcome back. A program of the Ministry of Youth is giving at-risk youth another chance at a better life. It's called Fostering Level-Headed Youth, or FLY. Rikisha St. Louis tells us more. There is a saying that the main hope of a nation lies in the proper education of its youth. The Keith Mitchell-led administration for years has been investing heavily in youth development through skills training, job placement, small business development, among others. The Ministry of Youth has left its mark in thousands of households and communities with its youth-focused programs such as the New Imani program, FLY, HYPE, Project Reach, and many more.
So we just sit down, we just speak about it, we just talk about the things we're learning, what is beneficial for us and how it's helping us, the way forward, what's tomorrow, well, the future, what is the next step, how to plan it, how to engage it. And to me, when we lack of that, we drop out of school, some of us drop out, some of us have different issues, but coming back to the program, it has make us know that life ain't finished. We just start living, and throughout the program, once we continue and keep our head high, we're going to make it.
I miss it a lot in school, so I really want to get back what I missed out. And also, I'm really glad for the classes. When I heard that, I said, yes, I will come. The ladies who come and wrote it down, they asked me if I would come. I told them, yes, I would have come. The first time I came, I did went somewhere different, but they called me and told me to come here, so I did come here. So I love the class.
Yes, I felt happy because I was home doing nothing. And I was like, I'm home doing nothing, so I will go and give it a shot. And it was okay. I've learned a lot during this process.
Testimonies from participants of the Ministry of Youth's FLY program, which seeks to engage the unemployed and marginalized young men and women throughout Grenada. FLY is the acronym for Fostering Level-Headed Youth, a UNDP-sponsored project which includes the engagement in life skills training, literacy, and numeracy, with the community service aspect of the project scheduled to commence in the coming weeks.
A program like this helps to teach life skills, helps to teach certain practical skills, but most importantly, helps to empower our youth, to give them that self-respect, to allow them to be the change that they would like to see in their community, to allow them to recognize that people care about them, that regardless of their beginnings, they have a very productive and potential future ahead of them.
So many times, as I said before, people have been trained and they just go back home and sit down. But this is one that has the objective of really placing people in a job situation rather than just training them. So it taught them to fish, but also a bit of hand-holding, the business aspect of it too, how to manage a business. I think that was a critical aspect. So kudos to the Ministry of Youth, kudos to all of those, the organizers, the main coordinator, Mr. Roy Bihari. But very importantly, a lot of kudos to those who stuck it out and have reached that far and shown their appreciation for what was being taught to them.
The project has already been launched and completed in Mount Rose, St. Patrick and Carriacou. It is ongoing in Coast Guard, St. Mark and Montou, St. George. Our SOA team recently journeyed to both training sites, now into its 7th week, and already it is having a positive impact on the participants.
This program is a very good program. Certain basic of my life I've been done with, I've really abstained it, and certain things I used to do, this program learned me a lot. And the life skill is more important because the life skill based on your life, how you know to talk to people, how to greet people, so I based on this and I learned from this how to greet people and to talk. Yeah, it's a nice thing, and the class is very interesting. I advise everyone who have the youths on the block or everywhere, to come to this program.
Since I came in this group, it's been doing a lot for me. I will thank the government for bringing such a group for that, because my skills, my ability will come up more, even increasing, and in life skill I taught me a lot to control my anger and how to come out with people, how to move about, because I want to own my own business one day. That is where the small business coming. And you've been teaching me a lot, you've been teaching me all different areas, how to get there.
Fly runs for 6 months, 4 days a week. This time around, the focus is being placed on plumbing.
This is an area, plumbing is an area that is needed with the construction boom that is going on now, and it's all over. Public sector, private sector, government is doing schools, repairing schools, they have to maintain schools in terms of plumbing and other repairs. Hotels are going up. A lot of things are happening where they could get jobs, open their companies and get jobs. And every household at one time or another needs a plumber. So I think it's an excellent area. The fact that they are going to pursue general construction again is a good idea, because that again is a necessity.
In plumbing, one day, later in life when I have my own house, my pipe boss, I know, I could do my own thing. I could do, I ain't have to pay nobody again. But in the government and the ministry have done something really good, especially in the area of Montu. Knowing the kind of place Montu is, he have done a lot, pulling a lot of us from the streets, because a lot of us was on the block and had nothing constructive to do. So this has been a good program.
There are plans by the ministry to expand the program.
It is our hope that we will have more partners on board so that we can expand the program in 2018. Definitely that's one of our aim, and we can move to another community. We have gotten great feedbacks from the facilitators of the program as it relates to the developmental stages of the participants thus far. We have also received exceptional response from the various participants of the program who have also shared some very interesting information as it relates to what does it mean for fostering level-headed youth program, what it means to them as a person, what it means to them as an individual.
Officials are happy that the change in lifestyle and personalities are already evident in many of the participants.
To see the difference in their faces from the first day of initiating the program to today, of them speaking up in the class now, of the confidence they have, of their drive, newfound drive that they always had. But a program like this allows them to reach inwards and find it again and bring it out there to go out and make a difference.
The changes that they have came about within the individual life and within the individual development thus far, with only 6 weeks into the program, we have seen a number of positive reaction and feedbacks from the participants. And
with this newfound training, the participants themselves are anticipating a brighter future.
I would love to tell them, continue to get an education, go out there and get a good education, because at the end, if you might not, we know the government is helping us with the program, but one day we have to do it on our own. Because for somebody like me, have to come back in a program like this to get to know, the things I'm capable of doing, I could have done much better if I had stayed in school, if I had my head on. So I would love to educate the youths of today, especially the ones on the block, to get out there, find something, get yourself in a program too, so you can develop yourself, because we are somebody. We could be somebody greater than today, yesterday, and still in the future.
I would like to be an entrepreneur myself. I don't like working for people, so I rather open my own business, and it helped me a lot in the sense of sorting out my business plan and getting the strategy of marketing the product and as well as the business.
So a year from now, I see myself, doing some falls, and they bring it to light, so I could do so much more, and doing the business plan and getting on board. It helped me very much.
Reporting for State of Affairs, I am Rikisha St. Louis. These are the images from across Grenada. This is State of Affairs. More stories from the heartland after this.
Madam, what it is you doing there? You could hurt yourself and hurt the baby too,
Thank you, sir, for your concern, but I am in no distress.
If you don't mind me asking, Madam, what it is you carry in there?
This is a LPG cylinder from Petro-Caribbean.
Petro-Caribbean? LPG?
So you don't know Petro-Caribbean selling cooking gas now? The bottle light and easy to handle. That is why even me could carry it with my big belly. And so the best part is the price better than the rest.
Wow.
Petro-Caribbean, energy for union. Available at distributors and retailers across Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique.
Youth Minister Senator Pamela Moses continues on her visits to Imani Hope trainees to see firsthand what trainees have been doing on the job. This week, Senator Moses visited the teachers at the Grenada Boys Secondary School and was pleased at their progress. June Paul reports.
The many life-changing testimonies echoed by young persons who has and continue to be empowered through the new Imani program are taking over the airwaves, and this week our weekly visits to trainees by Youth Minister Senator Pamela Moses takes us to one of the nation's top secondary schools. The trainees you are about to meet are employed as assistant personnel in a number of areas within the institution and were recently awarded certificates in Caribbean Vocational Qualification, CVQ, and the National Vocational Qualification, NVQ, under the program. Agatha Lewis, Assistant Secretary at the school, was delighted in sharing her story with State of Affairs. Ms. Lewis says she enjoys working at the school and spoke of her daily duties performed. Agatha shared on her achievement of success as a proud holder of a Caribbean Vocational Qualification CVQ in General Office Administration.
Okay, I did office administration, general office administration, where I obtained the level 2 in the CVQ. My next step is that I want to get a higher level, because where I'm at now, I think is just for most likely an assistant. But the 3 would give me like a supervisory position.
She offered a word of advice to other young persons.
It's a great opportunity to obtain the level 2 CVQ because you get more exposure to things that you did not know before.
Liberian Ms. Janelle Lewis, a proud recipient of a National Vocational Qualification NVQ certificate, is a multitasker at the GBSS and says she is pleased to be placed at the institution.
It's been a bit challenging in terms of the classes and the up and down and stuff like that, but then having come to the end to get your CVQ or your NVQ, it's been worth it, definitely worth it.
Having been given the opportunity to train at the GBSS, Janelle is now thinking of further developing herself.
Okay, so for me, GBSS is basically the step I am at now, using my office skills here to really improve myself, and mostly I might try for graphics because I'm really into computers and anything digital, so I might go for graphics after this.
With the growing demand for knowledge in information technology at schools, the GBSS can proudly boast of a well-established IT room. Calvin Antwine, information technology teacher at the school, highly commended his assistant, Shawneel Charles, an Imani trainee attached to the IT department. He believes the new Imani program has had a tremendous impact on the quality of education and service offered by the school. At present, Charles is pursuing a CVQ in information technology.
I must say it's an excellent addition to the support here in GBSS because, of course, you know, it's public school and computer repair costs can be so expensive. Sometimes we spend hundreds of dollars on one system. So now that we have our on-board support, he's always here. If any computer goes down and so on, he quickly repairs it and so on. So we always have our full complement of systems functional in a time of technology. In this case, I mean, the impact is known countrywide, but in my case of GBSS, I mean, it's good support that in the event that a computer goes down, we don't have to wait on the necessary computer store. We have an on-site person, so it can be up as soon as possible.
The training component of the new Imani program is subdivided into 4 categories, namely apprenticeship or on-the-job training, direct skills training, enterprise or small business, and community development initiative. Upon completion of the training, the successful trainees are awarded a CVQ or NVQ. Ms. Giselle Dominic is one of the many young persons who have completed a CVQ in graphics designs and now holds a recognized certificate in that area. Giselle, an assistant art and graphics teacher with background teaching experience, says having completed this course landed her at the GBSS.
It was a new experience, especially for the graphics design. I never thought that I would have enjoyed graphics design or had any idea that I would have been working in that field.
Mr. Josh St. Louis, art and graphics teacher and supervisor for Ms. Dominic, applauded her dedication to the job.
All right.
How's her attitude towards work?
Ms. Dominic is very vigilant. She's always on time. She comes, she makes sure the boys are settled. She's very good at preparing the tables and the forefronts for art. She also helped in developing some of the concept, which I have taught. She gave me pointers to make the work more interesting and so that the students could be more responsive.
State of Affairs will in the coming weeks share with you more success stories and highlights from the Ministry of Youth and Sports on programs executed which is geared towards youth empowerment and advancement. Reporting for State of Affairs, I am June Paul.
This is the Grenadian reality. This is our current state of affairs. As the road to another general election draws nigh, the government of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has begun meeting with constituents across the country, introducing candidates up to run on the party ticket. But the platform has also been used to highlight some of the work of government over the past 4.5 years, as well as the plans going forward. Delroy Louison reports on some of these pronouncements from the platform.
When you look at what has happened in our nation, it is clear to see that the NNP has delivered. It is clear to see that the NNP continues to deliver, brothers and sisters.
As government nears its 5-year mark of its term in office, State of Affairs has been following the progress of an administration at work under the leadership of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell. At a recent endorsement rally for parliamentary representative for St. George Northeast, Tobias Clement, the platform was used for more than just igniting voters to turn out when the trumpet is sound. Ministers of government also used the opportunity to testify of the progress made over the last 4.5 years.
These last 5 years, in my view, have been the best 5 years in the recent history of this country. These last 5 years, brothers and sisters, I believe in my lifetime, has been the best 5 years I ever seen in this country. We have come too far to go back.
Among many of the achievements of government is its track record for infrastructural development. Improving road networks is one of them. The constituency of St. George Northeast has seen its share of road works over the last 4.5 years.
The road in Black Forest, we did Dandy Road, we did the road behind the community center, we did the drains, and that is what we did. And I said to them, you know something, all my allocation, sorry brothers and sisters,
I have to make sure that it is spent before the budget year ends. And if I spend it all, I will go to dock and beg for some more.
These works, Clement says, has created more opportunities for the people of the constituency.
Brothers and sisters, today you can travel from Bossaju to New Hampshire unimpeded. And not only that, the Grenville Road has now become a tourist route. So they can go to Granite Land, they can come to Annandale, they can go to the gardens and then move to Concord. This is the route now. Not only that, but the buses that come to New Hampshire can drop our brothers and sisters off right at their home. And this is what we brought. But you know, we did not only stop there. We moved to complete the Woodlands Avenue Road. Then we brought out the Stones Road right out to the main road. We engaged Marab and we did the Granton Road. And brothers and sisters, although this piece of road is not in my constituency, we cannot talk about New Hampshire without talking about the Dega Road.
Clement also announced that government was able to provide running water for the first time to a community in his constituency.
2 years ago, I engaged Nawasa, and just behind the hill, in the little village over Mankuma, Mayan, it was the new National Party again who brought water to the citizens of Mayan. And today they can boast about that. They don't have to carry water from the standpipe down here back to their homes, but it is at their home now.
On the national front, Grenada was recognized for its growth and development over the last few years by the International Monetary Fund. This is testament of the successful efforts of government to put the country back on a sustainable economic front.
The IMF Managing Director, the top officials of international institutions, I joined Prime Minister Holness on the podium on discussion of the way forward for the Caribbean. And Grenada was being touted as having one of the most prosperous moving economy in terms of growth development in the Caribbean. We were given credit for what we have done in the last 4.5 years, knowing where we came from before that.
Dr. Mitchell admits this is largely due to the support from social partners.
If we did not get the support of the leadership of the trade union movement, if we did not get the support of the business community's leadership, the leadership of the churches, and the leadership of the NGO community, non-governmental organization, sisters and brothers, we could not be where we are today.
There is no doubt the Grenadian government has placed the country back on a sustainable path of development and have encouraged growth in many sectors of society, providing jobs and restoring hope to many, especially the nation's youth. State of Affairs will continue to monitor the pronouncements on the platform. For State of Affairs, I'm Delroy Lauzon.
And that's our picture this week from the home front. That's the current state of affairs. As we speak, our reporters and producers are gathering more stories from across Grenada as we prepare to tell them. I am Abigail McIntyre.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
The new national party, the party for honoring, make scene, show your green, keep going, 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 progress, keep going, success, keep going, NNP, keep going, all are we, keep going, NNP, keep going, democracy, keep going, prosperity, keep going, stability, free food, free water, more infrastructure, health for agriculture, so we could live better, business development and foreign investment. So far Grenada come, let the progress go on. Go green, go green, go green, go green, show green, more green, go green. show green, more green, go green. Tell them say we don't want no change. We don't want the country rearrange. Tell them don't take that backward step and next thing you regret. So stay with NNP for more stability, 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 for more stability. Let the progress continue.